Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys for tuning in for Sunday Night Football here, in which we've got the Steelers on the road at the Los Angeles Chargers here for this matchup. And so we're going to see Ben Roethlisberger, who we found out pretty much almost at the last minute that he was indeed going to be playing in this matchup. I mean, he's returning. That's going to be obviously big for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. But aside from that, I mean, you've got two teams right now. Steelers at 5-3-1. Chargers at 5-4. Both of these teams, they're not happy with how things have been playing out lately. They want to go out there and get this W and try to get their season moving in the right direction here, in which they're both at a pivotal point right now. Meanwhile, kickoff is on the way, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're not going to return this one, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 25-yard line in this one. So let's see what the Steelers can do here on their first drive. You've got Big Ben coming out there, and so, of course, running back Najee Harris is going to be an important part of the game plan in this one. We're going to see exactly how Big Ben looks right now. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks throughout the league miss a week and then come back, and they've just looked out of it. I mean, completely out of it. So we're going to see what we're going to get from Big Ben tonight. And so Michael is joining the stream. Thank you so much for coming through. Michael, how's it going? Hey, congratulations to your Bengals on the W. I know it feels good to be back in the win category, so congrats on that. When you say Chargers, what's your final score? Meanwhile, Big Ben hands it to Najee Harris. And, man, look at that. Najee Harris gets a yard on the carry there. So right off the bat, the Chargers defense is coming out here, and it looks like they're going to try to contain Najee Harris. And so 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Chargers. Coming up for the Steelers against the Chargers here. It's going to be at the Pittsburgh 26-yard line here. Let's see what the Steelers can do on their opening drive of the game. So here we go, 2nd and 9 for Big Ben and company. You've got Big Ben lining up under center here. All right, you got a tight end, 2 receivers, back in the backfield. Claypool goes in motion. They're going to hand to Najee Harris again. This time he picks up he's still on his feet, actually. Okay, so he's about a good 3 yards shy of the first down there. So that's about a pickup of about a good 4 or 5 yards on that one. And so here we go. So 80s is joining the stream, and so congratulations to you as well. 80s for your Eagles coming through, going out there and dominating. You said it would happen. It did happen. Glad to have you here. And so I hope you're having a great Sunday here. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm like you guys as well. Chargers for this one. I need it for my fantasy football team. I made a major mistake here. A major mistake today in fantasy football. So I need the Chargers to bail me out tonight for that mistake. Meanwhile, Big Ben takes the snap out the shotgun, throws it to Claypool. Claypool diving over defenders here, gets the first down, picks up 8 yards and the first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see. All right, so Michael says a close game, 27-24. Would that not make for great entertainment tonight if it was a good one, 27-24? I feel like the last couple of streams have not been as close as we would like. So let's see if this can get us back on track and get us close to the JBOT that we've come to know on this stream and whatnot. So we'll see. But absolutely, that would be a great score right there, 27-24. No doubt about it. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Big Ben takes a snap. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. He's going to throw it. And this is – is it picked off? Is it picked off? Is it a pick? Did he not have possession? Man, that was close. That was close. We're still watching the replay here because he bobbled it a couple times and his foot may have come down before he was able to secure the interception there. But that was close. That's a break for Big Ben. Let's see. 80 says, JB – Did you buy Russell Fine DK today? Absolutely not. And you know what, 80s? I made a big mistake. I made a huge mistake today. I should have started Elijah Moore for the Jets, and I should have started Aaron Rodgers. But I went with Justin Herbert here, so hopefully he'll come through for me tonight. But we're going to find that out. But, man, I did not start Russell Wilson in my other league that I did have him. I started Tua over him. I had no confidence in Russell Wilson, and today he proved me correct. I know it's going to take some time before he gets going and becoming the rest that we've grown to know and love. So, but no, he did me no favors today. None. 80 says, that's the Eagles blew them out. And so they sure did. They sure did. Sure did. Let's see. Michael says out of bounds. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely out of bounds. But here we go, guys. Facing the 2nd and 5 here for the Steelers on the opening drive for them here in the first quarter, 12 minutes and 49 seconds here in the first quarter. Let's see what they're going to call here on 2nd and 5 coming up. One back in the backfield, got 2 receivers, 1 tight end. Receiver Claypool goes in motion here, going to take the snap, hand it to Najee Harris. Najee up the middle again. This time he gains about a yard, maybe 2 yards on the carry. 3rd down coming up. Let's see if the Chargers defense can make a stand on 3rd down, or will the Steelers offense keep things rolling here on this drive. So far on this drive, you got 5 plays for 20 yards, a little over 2 minutes off the clock so far in this one on the opening drive for the Steelers. Let's see. Michael says, hit the thumbs up button. 42 so far. 42 so far. That is crazy. I'm starting to, at this point, think that maybe they're just starting me off high and whatnot, and then just brings down the thumbs up later on in the stream. But, man, 42, that would be insane. Big Ben takes a snap out the shotgun. He's looking. He throws it across the middle, and he finds a tight end there. So that's going to be a reception there for the 1st down. Picked up 4 yards and the 1st down there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So there you go, Big Ben showing his veteran presence in there in the pocket. Key 3rd down, picks it up, throws it to the rookie. Great job there, 1st and 10 from the Steelers' 49-yard line. Let's see if they can keep this going. And so 80 says JB wants Geno to start. I mean, hey, if Russ is not healthy and all like that, then will it help DK Metcalf? It sure would. Did I call for him today? I absolutely did. You got me, 80s. I absolutely did call for him to get into the game because I am tired of what Russell Wilson's doing. All right, so you go to hand it to the back here. He picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Benny Snell up the middle. So here we go, 2nd and 6 from the Chargers, 47-yard line. So now the Steelers are in Chargers territory here. 7 plays, 28 yards so far in this one. And so far it's a lot of short stuff. Run the ball, short stuff, run the ball. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 6. So Big Ben out of the shotgun at the Chargers' 47-yard line. Opening drive for the Steelers. Takes a snap. Big Ben's looking. Big Ben steps up. He throws it. He launches it. And it's caught by Deontay Johnson with the 16-yard reception all the way to the Chargers' 31-yard line. That was a nice pass to the deep left side of the field there, and great reception by Johnson to get the 1st down. And so 80 says a lot of upsets today. 80s, that has been the theme for the last 3, maybe 4 weeks of the season. I feel like if you're playing an underdog, you should be the underdog at this point because the underdogs, they are coming with a lot of bite these days. I'm telling you, these aren't your back in the 90s underdogs that we're talking about these days. Not anymore. They hand it to the back, and he picks up about about 3 yards on the carry, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what they call. First penalty of the game. Ooh, they're going to call it against the Chargers here. Okay, so they're going to call defensive holding against the Chargers on this one. So this drive right here is being very favorable right now for Pittsburgh. And if you're Pittsburgh, this is exactly what you want. If you're Pittsburgh, this is the kind of drives you want. You want to go ahead, drive it down there. I mean, so far, you got 9 plays, 52 yards, 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock so far in terms of time of possession. I mean, you're doing a great job right now. Let's see if they can finish, though, because that's what's going to be important in this one. Can they finish? Here you go, Big Ben up under center. Let's see, you've got a tight end, 2 tight ends. A tight end receiver. Going to fake it to the receiver, throw it to the back, and the back, look at that. Awkward looking tackle right there. Got back to the line there. Nothing there. So 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 23-yard line. 10 plays so far in this one, 52 yards. Again, this is the opening drive for the Steelers. So both teams are 0-0 right now. This is the first drive of the game for the Steelers here. They got the football first to start things off, and still on that opening drive. Let's see if they can finish in the end zone. They're currently at the Chargers' 23-yard line here, facing 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Let's see, 4 seconds on the play clock. This is going to be a free play here. This should be a free play. He's going to go deep. Incomplete. Incomplete. The defensive back was holding Johnson the entire time. So this is definitely going to be a penalty against the Chargers. Yep, 5-yard penalty because he was offside. They had a free play there, took a deep shot. There you go. Let's see, Michael says holding on the defense. And so, yeah, that's tough there. That's tough there. I need my boy Justin Herbert to get back on track today, though. That's what I need. Like, he need to do me that one solid. Him, Mike Williams, my fantasy football team is at their best when those two guys start connecting. So I need them to start connecting in this game. And so Michael says another flag. Here we go, 2nd and 5 here. Big Ben takes a snap out the shotgun. He's looking. He throws it, and it's dropped. It is dropped by the rookie tight end on that one. So now they're facing 3rd and 5 here at the Chargers' 18-yard line in the first quarter, 8 minutes and 38 seconds to go here. Score is 0-0 right now. Pittsburgh still have the football from their opening drive. But let's see. I mean, if they're going to win this game, they have got to be able to finish in the end zone as opposed to having to settle for 3 points when you have a long drive in which you've had already 11 plays so far in this one, 57 yards. You got to finish in that end zone. You got to. Let's see what Big Ben's going to do on this one. All right, so out of the shotgun formation, you got trips towards the top of the screen, one tight end towards the bottom. They're going to take the snap there. He's looking. He's going to go deep. And he overthrew Dante Johnson there. It would have been a tight window to get it in there, though, given the amount of space there. But incomplete, 4th down coming up here. And the Steelers will have to settle for a field goal attempt after that one with 8 minutes and 33 seconds here in the first quarter remaining. And so, yeah, I mean, Big Ben, I feel like he had Eric Ebron open on that play. He could have tried to get that, and maybe that would have got them the first, but he overthrew his receiver in the end zone there. Yeah, he was trying to go into a tight window, though. So let's see if the field goal attempt will be good by Boswell, 36 yards. And the kick is good. So the opening drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they drive it down there about 12 plays, and they end up resulting in a field goal for the Steelers. So they're currently up 3-0 here in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here. And now we're at the commercial. So let's go ahead and get back to the comments here. And so let's see. 80 says, I hope Mike is okay. Yeah, I know he had a tough day with his Buffalo Bills. I know that was a tough day for him. Hoping that he's okay for sure. But yeah, just to recap what happened there on the first drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben was 4 of 7, 28 yards, averaged about 4 yards of completion there, was not sacked not once. On the ground, they ran Najee Harris 3 times. He had 7 yards on the carry. He also had a reception and got back to the line of scrimmage there. Benny Snell, he had 2 carries, 7 yards on that as well, so averaging about 3.5 yards carry there. But ultimately, when it was all said and done, they ended up settling for the 3 points there. So the Chargers, when we get back from commercial, we'll get the football for the first time tonight, and let's see how their opening drive goes out there. But make sure you guys do press the thumbs up button, though. I appreciate you guys for joining me here for this Sunday night matchup here between two teams that really need to win because the AFC is extremely competitive. All sorts of craziness happening right now. Teams are dropping, moving, catching fire. I mean, we've got losing teams catching fire here. Like, think of the Washington football team, even though they're in the NFC, but they're on a little bit of a win streak here. And you've got teams that are at the top that are getting cold now. So many things are happening right now. So each and every game matters that much more right now. So absolutely. Let's see. Eddie says, did old man AP have a good day? I have not seen his stats, but from what I've seen from the highlights, it could not have been a good day. It could not have been. I don't think he got in the end zone. I don't think he got into the end zone, so it could not have been a good day. I've seen some of the other running backs get some carries and stuff, but that was a good game by the Houston Texans, though. I will say that, though. The Houston Texans, they went out there to Rod Taylor going airborne to get into the end zone. So, but absolutely. Again, the Steelers enter this game 5-3, 2-1 on the road. Meanwhile, the Chargers, they got off to a hot start to start off the season. Lately, Justin Herbert's been kind of cold right now, so he certainly can get back into it. That'd be a great thing if he can get going tonight. I feel like that would really boost the Chargers. As right now, they're looking on the outside looking in. Last time I checked for the playoff picture, so they certainly need to win this game. You don't want to fall too far behind, especially when you see the Chiefs went out there, took care of business against the Cowboys. Things are very competitive right now. So for both of these teams, want to go out there and win. But I want to hear from you guys, though. I see we've got like 8 people currently joining right now. Definitely make sure that you guys let me know which team you're rooting for in the live chat. Are you going for the Steelers here? Are you going for the Chargers? Definitely let me know if you have not already which team you're rooting for and your final score projection in this one. All right, so now we're back from the commercial here, and the Steelers are kicking things off. Let's see if we're going to get a return here by the Chargers. I think we will, and we will. Let's see. He's at the 15, 20, 25. Gets all the way to the 27-yard line, so the Chargers will take over 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line in this one. And so the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I have high expectations for him, and they've got all the talent in the world offensively. They just got to get those connections going. Whether we're talking Herbert, him and Mike Williams, they had a nice connection early in the season with the deep ball. If they can get that going again, that would be excellent for them. They're going to start off in the shotgun, 5 wide here. Let's see how they do. So 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, Justin Herbert in the shotgun. You've got 4 receivers. You've got 1 running back. Herbert takes a snap. Herbert is going to scramble up the middle, and then he slides. Excellent job to avoid the hit there. Picked up 4 yards on the scramble. 2nd and 6 coming up from the Chargers. 31-yard line for the Chargers here. Justin Herbert on the 4-yard scramble. So let's see, 2nd and 6 from the 31. Again, the Steelers are currently up 3-0 in this one. This is the Chargers' first possession of the game here. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 6. Let's see how they line up. So Herbert's up under center, 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to hand it to the back, Austin Eckler, and he cuts up, and he falls probably about a yard shy of getting the first, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see if they're going to call offensive holding. All right, so they call holding on the offense, number 74 there, so that's going to move him back 10 yards there and negate that run right there. So the penalties against the Chargers for holding. Again, the Steelers are up 3-0 in this one, and the Chargers, this is their first possession of the game here. We're here in the first quarter with about 7 minutes and about 20 seconds left to go ahead in the first quarter. All right, so now they're going to line up in the shotgun here. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back out of the shotgun. Herbert takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He throws it, and it's caught by receiver Mike Williams there for 2 yards. Mike Williams, he started off the season pretty good, but the last 3-4 games has not been favorable for him. It would be good if they can get him going again in this offense. I feel like that's exactly what they're missing right now offensively is the threat of Mike Williams. He's been dealing with that injury. But here we go out of the shotgun for the Chargers here. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to launch it deep there. Mike Williams for the completion there. Okay. Nice completion there for Mike Williams there. Gets it to about almost in midfield there. At their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Here in the first quarter, 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Steelers up 3-0 in this one. They're doing a hurry-up offense here. Herbert takes a snap out of the shotgun. He's looking, throws a quick one there to the tight end who gets it to midfield, picks up 5 yards there, 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, let's see. So Braham has joined the stream. Thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. And so you've got the Chargers in this one. Okay, nice. What's your final score projection for this one? And thank you so much for coming out once again. But here we go, 1st and 10. Let's see what the Chargers are going to do. 2nd and 5. Yeah, 2nd and 5. Herbert's up under center here. 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Receiver goes in motion. It's going to take the snap. It's going to fake it to the back. Steps up, nice pocket, throws it, and it is caught this time by Keenan Allen. So excellent job by Herbert getting everybody involved here. You had Mike Williams, you had Jared Cook, and now you've got Keenan Allen there, all getting receptions. Now we're at the Pittsburgh Steelers 39-yard line there. So let's see what's going to happen next. But this is a good sign right here, a nice clean pocket for Herbert. That's going to be important for the rest of this game. Give him time to make plays and make reads. Again, the Steelers are currently up 3-0. All right, so we go out of the shotgun. Herbert takes a snap, throws it to Austin Eckler out the backfield. He has a linebacker on his trail, picks up a couple yards, picks up 6 yards actually on that one before being shoved out of bounds there. Great job picking up 6 yards on that reception there by Austin Eckler out of the shotgun. So here we go, 2nd and 4. From the Steelers' 33-yard line. Again, so far on this drive, 6 plays for 40 yards on this one. So both teams came out moving the ball here, and let's see if the Chargers can finish here. You've got 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Herbert up under center, takes it, tosses it to the back, and he tosses it to the receiver. So this is a trick play, and let's see if he'll get the first. He will not. He fell about 2 yards shy, so he picked up 2 yards on the end around there, but ends up 2 yards shy. So we're facing the 3rd and 2 from the Steelers' 31-yard line here on this one. Again, we're here in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 36 seconds here. I feel like time is flying by because the clock is continuously moving for both of these teams. All right, so Big Boy just joined the stream, and he says the Chargers will win. All right, so far I'm hearing a lot of support for the Chargers here. Okay, nice. Herbert in the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 back. He hands it to Austin Eckler, and he picks up the first down. They needed 2. He gave them 3. So here they go. They're at the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-yard line here. So it's 8 plays, 45 yards, 4 minutes and 11 seconds in terms of time of possession so far in this one. Let's see if the Chargers can finish their opening drive in the end zone. Again, the Steelers lead this one 3-0 in this. Both offenses doing a great job with time of possession when they have the football. Meanwhile, Herbert out the shotgun fakes it. Steelers send some blitz. He threw it to the receiver, and it bounced off of his hands. It bounced off of his hands there. Incomplete. It was open. Justin Herbert hit him between the numbers, but incomplete. Again, that was out of the shotgun. Now it's 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 28-yard line here. Oh, yeah, that was wide open. I believe that was the backup tight end, actually, but that was wide open. It doesn't get more open than that in the NFL. Not across the middle. Here you go, 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 28-yard line. Herbert up under center. Keenan Allen goes in motion. They're going to take it. They're going to hand to Austin Eckler, and he's going off the top, let's say off the right side, picks up about a good 8 yards on the carry, 7-8 yards. So now we're going to be looking at 3rd and short here for the Chargers. Again, we're still in the first quarter here. And look at this drive. 10 plays, 52 yards, 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock here for the Chargers. You got to finish in the end zone. Whenever you have a drive that goes on beyond 10 plays or more, I feel like you got to finish with a touchdown. You just have to. There you go, 3rd and 3. Let's see what they call. Out of the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers send 4. He throws it. It's caught by Mike Williams. He takes it all the way to the Steelers' 4-yard line. Good news here for Mike Williams. Absolutely fantastic here for him. So here we go, 1st and goal at the Pittsburgh 4-yard line for Justin Herbert and company. Let's see if they can cap it off into the end zone here and get the touchdown. Again, that was a 17-yard connection. They had Williams going across the middle. He had his defensive back beat. He caught it, and then he did the rest of it. Probably picked up about a good 12 yards after the catch on that one. So now we're 1st and goal at the 4. Again, the Steelers currently lead this one 3-0 in this one, but the Chargers knocking on the door here late in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Herbert takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's incomplete. That's got to be a flag. There you go. That is a flag. That is a flag right there. He was intended for Mike Williams there, but the defensive back brought him to the ground. That's going to be defensive pass interference each and every time. So that's going to set up a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Yep, they call 42 on the defense. All right, so now we've got 4 tries basically from the 1-yard line. And let's see, Big Boys, he knows what it is. He says that's a flag. You just can't do that in this league. You just can't do it. 1st and goal. All right, Herbert up under center. Got a fullback in the backfield. Let's see, you got a couple tight ends here. They're going to go big with this one, and that's expected. Herbert takes a snap, hands it to Eckler, and Eckler gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the – wait. That is a flag. They're going to call a flag here. Let's see if that's going to nullify the touchdown or not. Ooh. So illegal formation against the Chargers. That's going to wipe out and negate the rushing touchdown by Eckler there. Illegal formation. So now we're going to have 1st and goal backed up at the 6-yard line here for the Chargers. And after the drive that they've had so far in this one, about 11 plays, 67 yards, over 6 minutes on the time of possession, they got to find a way to get into the end zone. Let's see what they try. If I'm the Chargers, I'm probably going to try to aim for Keenan Allen or Mike Williams here. All right, so they're looking to reset the play clock right now. Again, the Steelers currently up 3-0 in this one, but the Chargers knocking on the door. All right, here we go in the shotgun. Let's see, you've got 3 receivers, tight end, 1 back. They're going to hand it to the back. Austin Eckler does what he's known for and gets into the end zone there off the carry. So that's going to be a 6-yard run for Austin Eckler into the end zone for the Chargers. Again, that drive, 12 plays, 73 yards, 6 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock for the Chargers, and they score on their opening drive of the game for the Chargers. Again, that was a 6-yard running play there for Austin Eckler into the end zone. He ran it off the left side of the offensive line, and I don't even think he was touched by a defensive back or defensive player on that touchdown. And now we'll await the PAT attempt. I know earlier today we saw a lot of field goals and points left on the table, so let's see if he connects on this one. Extra point is up, and it's good. So the Chargers are up 7-3. Both teams scored on their opening drives. The Steelers got 3 points. Chargers, they got into the end zone there. So they're up 7-3 in this one in the first quarter. About 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining to go here in the first quarter. So Big Boy says, touchdown Chargers. Yeah, so he likes that touchdown. Okay. 80 says JB calling flags. And so there you go. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Big Boy says, touchdown Chargers. Yep, there it is. There it is. That is a great touchdown there. So just to recap how the Chargers did on that drive there, on the opening drive, Justin Herbert was 6 of 7 for 63 yards, averaging about 9 yards completion. There he was not sacked or anything like that, no turnovers. And then rushing the ball, he even ran the ball one time for 4 yards. And then you had Austin Eckler. He came in, 3 carries, 16 yards, 1 touchdown, of course, in that 6-yard touchdown run. He's averaging about 5.3 yards a carry tonight as well. It's good to see Mike Williams return. I mean, heck, that's good for my fantasy football team as well. But Mike, he's got 3 receptions, 41 yards so far in this one, averaging 13.7 yards a catch. And yeah, looking pretty good there. Keenan Allen's got 1 reception for 11 yards as well. Jared Cook, 1 reception, 5 yards. Austin Eckler, 1 reception, 6 yards as well in this one. Again, right now we're at the commercial. And if you're just joining, Chargers are leading the Steelers 7-3 in this one. Both teams only had the ball 1 time, even though we're late here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 9 seconds. But the Chargers lead 7-3 over the Steelers. And when we come back from commercial, the Steelers will get the football back. All right, so Cleveland says the Chargers need to win tonight. You know what? That's absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Because if we look at the playoff bracket a couple weeks ago, they were a lot higher in that bracket. But lately, they have not been able to get things going here. But it's a good sign that Mike Williams is going off. When he's going off, that means Justin Herbert is going to have one heck of a great game. So believe that. So, yeah, either him or Keenan Allen. When one of those 2 guys start going off, that's great news here for this Chargers team at home. But, of course, we're going to see how the Steelers did, because the Steelers, when they get the football again, they moved the ball tremendously last time. They just fell a little short, ran out of gas, ended up settling for a field goal. Let's see if they can score again here on their second drive, and if this time they can get into the end zone this time. Let's see if they can make that happen. I feel like for the Steelers, though, they're going to have to connect on at least 1 or 2 kind of big plays per drive, because, I mean, they're doing great with the small stuff, but ultimately at some point you're probably going to run out of gas during the drive. You got to be able to connect on some of those deeper stuff to guys like, Dante Johnson, all that stuff. And so 80 says, JB Steeler Nation. Yeah, you've got jokes there. You've got jokes. All right, so we're about to have the kickoff on the way here. Again, we're in the first quarter, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Chargers lead this one 7-3, and the kickoff is on the way. Let's see if the Steelers will return it or not. Okay, there will not be a return on that. So the Steelers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. We'll get to see Big Ben and company come out here again. If you're the Steelers, of course, you really want to get Najee Harris going. That's always the goal each and every game. But you've got so many great receivers out there. It's great to see Chase Claypool. He's out there. Dante Johnson, those guys, they're out there. So if Big Ben can get the ball into them and get them make some plays, they have the personnel to go out there and do it. But here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Steelers. In the shotgun here, you've got 2 receivers. You got 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Big Ben in the shotgun. Chargers got 4 guys on the line. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers send 4. There's a flag. I saw somebody jump. And he throws it to the back there. Najee Harris picks up about 1 yard or 2 on that one. But let's see what the penalty is going to be. It should be defensive offsides. All right, so they called Joey Bosa. Got a little excited there. So it's going to be 5 yards there and gift the Steelers 5 yards. Now you're going to be looking at 1st and 5 from the Steelers' 30-yard line. Thanks to Joey Bosa trying to jump the snap there and just jumping a little early on that play. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Chargers are winning this one 7-3 in this one. All right, so 1st and 5. So Big Ben's going to line up under center here. Let's see. We've got 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, Najee Harris in the backfield. 5 seconds on the play clock. Claypool goes in motion. They hand it to the back, Harris. He's looking, still moving his feet. He needed 5 yards. I think he got just enough for the first down, 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry. Again, that was off the left guard on that carry. We're here late in the first quarter, 1 minute and 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. So this first quarter flying by quick because both of these teams, they're utilizing the run game. They're getting completions here. They're taking time off the clock with these longer drives. And so this game is going by pretty fast already. So here we go. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this one. Big Ben up under center. Tight end goes in motion. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Take the snap. Tosses it to Najee Harris. He goes and picks up about a good 4 yards on the carry there, taking it all the way to the Pittsburgh 40-yard line there. So 2nd and 6 coming up from the Pittsburgh 40-yard line. 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Again, the Chargers are winning 7-3, but the Steelers looking to try to top off what they did last time, except this time finish into the end zone. Najee Harris so far 5 carries, 17 yards so far in this one. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 2nd and 6. Big Ben up under center. 1 back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. 3 receivers on the play. Going to play fake. Big Ben's looking. Big Ben taking a deep shot here into double coverage. That never had a prayer. Excellent coverage there by the defensive backs there. Incomplete. 2 guys, the defensive backs had a better play on the ball than the receiver did on that one. Let's see. I want to see what he saw in that one. Because clearly he did not see the safety. I mean, the safety did a good job getting into position, but you got to be careful making a pass like that because I've seen too many quarterbacks throw an interception like that. But it's incomplete, and so now we're going to see what they do here on 3rd and 6. Steelers need to get a first down and keep this drive going. They need at least 6 yards to get the first. 3rd and 6. They're at their own 40-yard line. Big Ben takes a snap out the shotgun. He throws it, and it's caught, and that's going to be a pickup. Look at him after the catch there. That's going to be a first down by McLeod there for the Pittsburgh Steelers there. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh 48-yard line. So picked up about 8-9 yards on that reception there. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter there. So the Steelers, when we come back, will still have the football 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line here. And we'll continue a drive that so far has been 4 plays, 23 yards in that one. And the Chargers are leading this one 7-3, but Pittsburgh starting to get momentum again on this drive. And we'll see what this results in this time. Because they got a field goal first time. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here. Let's see. And so far in this one, though, Big Ben, he's 5 of 9, 36 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, hasn't been sacked. Justin Herbert, 6 of 7, 63 yards, averaging 9 yards of completion so far. Again, no touchdowns, no interceptions, has not been sacked so far in this one. And on the ground, rushing the ball, the Steelers, Najee Harris, 5 carries, 17 yards in this one. So he's averaging about 3.4 yards a carry. Benny Snell Jr., he's got 2 carries, 7 yards in this one so far in this one. As for the Chargers, you've got Austin Eckler. He's got 3 carries, 16 yards. Justin Herbert, he ran it one time himself for 4 yards. Jalen Guyton, he's got 1 carry as well for 2 yards also. Let's see. Going back to the comment section, let's see. 80 says, JB, are the Chiefs back? Oh, yes. The Chiefs, they are back. They are back in the thick of things now. They're back in the top of the division there, sitting there in a nice spot in the playoffs here. I mean, the playoff picture, and right now, I mean, anything can happen right now in the NFL. I mean, this is one of the most difficult seasons to judge in terms of which teams are for real, which teams are not. But some teams are trending in the right direction. Others, they're just not going the way that they want to go right now. So great question right there. But I think the Chiefs, they're improving and they're back. And so, Tim, thank you so much for coming through, man. What's going on with you? Hope you're having a great day, man. You say Steelers all the way? Okay, so we got someone here to represent the Steelers Nation. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's your final score projection in this one? Let me know your final score projection in this one. And thank you so much for coming through and joining the stream. And so let's see. Cleveland says, what happened to Buffalo Bills today? My goodness. I did say during my thing, I said, if you got Jonathan Taylor, start Jonathan Taylor this week in your fantasy football league. If you have Jonathan Taylor, because I don't know why you wouldn't anyways, but he was going to have a great game. I did not know he was going to go out there and have a 5-touchdown game. I did not see that coming. I don't know what happened. Right now, Buffalo is going through a very weird time right now. A couple weeks ago, we saw them lose to Jacksonville. This time, they get the bricks beat off of them right now against the whatchamacallit today. So, therefore, yeah, Buffalo, they got a lot of things going on right now. They got the talent for sure. No doubt about that. I still see Buffalo as a team that's a playoff team. But right now, they're going through a nasty stretch right now. It's like I always say, you got to be playing your best football when it comes to this time of the year. But here we go. Let's see Big Ben. He's up under center. Going to give it to the back there. And the back picks up about 3 yards on the carry. That's Balaj with the carry. His first carry tonight. So he gets 3 yards on the carry. But, man, Buffalo, that was crazy. That was crazy. And so Cleveland said Tennessee had 5 turnovers today. 5 turnovers. Wow, that was crazy. I saw A.J. Brown left the game twice in that one. I hope he's okay. But, man, that was crazy for Tennessee as well. But here we go. 2nd and 7 for the for the Steelers here. And now they're in Chargers territory because they have the ball at the 49-yard line of the Chargers here. Big Ben tosses it to the receiver, and the receiver sheds one guy deep into their own backfield and ends up turning a play that could have been a bad play into a good play there, picked up 5 yards. Again, he had to run back about a good 6 yards to avoid the defender, but hey, Ray McLeod, he turned that into a 5-yard pickup there. Now they're looking at 3rd and 2 from the Chargers' 44-yard line. So far in this drive, 6 plays, 31 yards, almost 3 minutes in terms of time of possession on the clock. Again, the Steelers trail 3-7, but right now they're looking to get a first down and keep this drive going. 3rd and 2. They need 2 yards here to get the first. Can they get it? Let's see. Big Ben. He's going to line up here in the shotgun, takes a snap, kind of high, hands it to the back. In the back, they need 2 yards, and Najee Harris gets them 2 yards. That's what they got him for the rough 2 yards, the rough 3 yards to get him that. And it's a first down, new set of downs here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the Chargers 42-yard line here for the Steelers. And it's important I feel like it's very important here that the Steelers end up getting into the end zone here. I feel like if they can get to the end zone here, that's going to be important later in this game. All right, so here we go. So let's see. Tim says, let's go Steelers. So Tim's fired up about the Steelers here. Absolutely. Here they go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Let's see if the Chargers send any pressure here. They look like they want to. They send 4. Big Ben, he's going to go deep here. He's got a man. And wow, what a nice reception there by Claypool. Takes it all the way to the Chargers' 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 37 yards. 37 yards. He took the defensive back to school, packed his lunch, packed his bag, and took him all the way to the front step with that reception there. Wow. If Big Ben makes a better pass, that would have undoubtedly been a touchdown right there. But still, great job being able to catch that one and take it all the way to the 5-yard line. So let's see if the Steelers can finish in the end zone there. Big pass by Big Ben. All right, so here we go. Big Ben up under center. Let's see, we got a couple tight ends here, 1 back in the backfield, heavy formation. You know what that means. Claypool goes in motion. They're going to hand it to Claypool there on the end around, and he picks up about a good 3 yards on the end around there. So now we're going to be looking at 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now, this is normally where you want to try to get the ball to Najee Harris for the rough 2 yards, but you know the defense is going to be looking for that. So let's see what they call here on 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Again, on this drive, 9 plays, 73 yards, 5 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock. The Steelers are down 3-7, but they have an opportunity to take the lead once again in this one. Let's see what they call. 1 back in the backfield. Let's see. We've got heavy formation once again. Multiple tight ends here, 1 receiver. Let's see what they call. About 5 seconds on the play clock here. Big Ben up under center. Guy goes in motion, takes a snap, heads to the back. In the back, he picks up maybe half a yard here, but they're still going to be looking at 3rd and goal. Needs about 2 yards here. Let's see what they call on 3rd down. It's obvious the Chargers are looking for something up the middle. Let's see if maybe they try something outside here. This is a big one here, 3rd and 2. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Are they going to trust Big Ben to try to get the touchdown, or will they run it? All right, here they go, line up in the shotgun here. You've got 3 wide receivers, got a tight end, 1 running back. Let's see what they're going to do. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, you know they're going to try to bring the heat. 5 seconds on the play clock. Big Ben takes a high snap. He's going to throw it up there. And, just way too high. Way too high for Claypool. Claypool never had a chance. You could insert any receiver that's ever played this game. None of them would have been able to go up there and grab that ball. So 4th down's coming up, 4th and 2. Now the question is, should they kick the field goal or should they go for it? 2 yards away from the end zone. As a coach, it would just irk me this early in the game to kick a field goal 2 yards away from the end zone. I would personally just probably have to go for it. But then again, I'm not coaching. What do you guys say? Go for it or kick the field goal? Steelers are going to go for it here. Steelers are going to go for it. All right, so they got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Tight end goes in motion. They got Najee Harris. He's going in motion here. Big Ben's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Big Ben's bootlegging. I don't know who he threw that one to, but it was not going to work. Terrible play call on that one. Absolutely horrible play call because it didn't work. It's always horrible. So no gain on that one. So the Chargers end up stopping the Steelers on that one. They needed 2 yards there, and it kind of works like a shuffle pass on that one, but the defense was not fooled at all. So it did not work. So a stop there by the Chargers. And so let's see. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Dad, thank you so much for coming through on the stream, buddy. Glad to have you here. You said go Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you're disappointed about that stop right there, but obviously plenty of time left to go in the game there. Let me know your final score projection in this one. But, hey, glad to have you here. I'm seeing some new faces here. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. We do these play-by-plays, at least 4 times throughout the week. We cover all the primetime games, different games on this channel. So definitely do. And I appreciate you guys for joining the actual chat as well, man. Glad to have you guys here. We always welcome new faces here. And so 80 says, pack this lunch, LOL. And so, hey, he really took him to school, took the rookie to school on that one. Let's see. Pittsburgh Dad says, yeah, go Claypool. And so there you go. But yeah, that was not a good throw at all there. He didn't give him a chance at all. So I agree with you on that one, 80s. I agree with you on that one. Again, if you're just tuning in here, the Chargers, they made a big stop at the goal line there. It looked like the Steelers were going to score. I believe they was at first and 2 yards to get into the end zone, but they were unable to get there. And so, yeah, on 4 tries, it just didn't work out. So this drive stalled out again. And so the Steelers have got to find a way to finish. They're doing a great job moving the ball. And I like that deep pass there. Again, if that ball was on the money, then I believe they would have scored a touchdown on that pass to Claypool that set them up at the goal line. But it wasn't meant to be that time. So we'll see what the Chargers do. Again, they are going to be backed up at their own 2-yard line. So if I'm the Steelers, try to be aggressive there and get the sack. And if you're the Chargers there, you're just trying to get away from your own end zone there, get some space so you can really operate. That is the game plan in this one. Again, the Chargers lead this one 7-3. We're here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Mike says, tear it all down, JB. You say this Bills team is garbage. Hey, Mike, thank you so much for coming through, man. And, man, Mike, I felt bad for your Buffalo Bills today, man. I really felt bad for them, man. That was tough, man. That was tough. That was real tough. Even my dad asked, because he's a Colts fan. He said, how is Mike going to take this? I said, Mike's not going to take this very well. He's not going to take this very well at all. And so 86, there you go. So, and I'll just go ahead and recap what's happened so far in this one. So this will be the second drive right here for the Chargers in this one. Justin Herbert so far, he is 6 of 7 for 63 yards. They're going to hand to Austin Eckler. Look at Austin with that burst. That's going to be a first down there for the Chargers. So he picked up 10 yards there for the Chargers. Now they got a 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Gives them some space to work with. When you see Austin hit the hole like that, that's how you know that he's completely healthy at this point of the season. So let's see if this Chargers offense will definitely reflect that, because they've been dealing with some injuries and stuff and players being, nagged and stuff. But let's see. They're looking really good tonight. This is about as good as I've seen them in about 4 or 5 weeks in terms of just pure explosiveness. But here you go. 1 back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Let's see what they do. 1 tight end. Herbert takes a snap. He throws a quick one. It's caught. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen picks up about a good 5 yards on the play there. So second down coming up. Again, the Chargers are leading this one 7-3. Made a goal line stop, and so they had to start from their own 2-yard line. And now they're trying to pick up the pace here. 2nd and 5. Herbert up under center. Takes the snap. fakes it to the back. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. That is the tight end there, and that's going to be a pickup of 6 yards on the play. So another first down for the Chargers here, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. All right, so here we go. Again, the Chargers lead this one 7-3 here in the second quarter. 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Chargers with the football. And you can just feel the sense of urgency with this offense right now. This is a team that realizes they can't afford another loss right now. So here we go. 1st and 10. Herbert up under center. 2 receivers towards the top of the screen there. 1 tight end. Fakes it to the back. He steps up. He's feeling pressure. He's going to scramble there. Picks up about 4 yards before he slides there. Good decision to slide on that one. 2nd and 6 there for the Chargers here at their own 28-yard line. Again, second quarter. 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Chargers lead this one 7-3. Again, on that drive, he felt the pressure there, decided to scramble off the left side of the offensive line, picked up 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Second quarter, 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. We got a fullback, got a back, got a tight end, 2 receivers. Herbert up under center. Steelers got 4 guys in the line. Let's see if they send any additional guys. They're going to toss it to the back. That is Roundtree, and Roundtree is round up for no gain on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up at their own 28-yard line here for the Chargers. If you're the Steelers here, if you can get a stop, you can really set your offense up with good field position. That can go a long way. To get the better the field position, the better that's going to go in terms of helping the offense be able to finish drives. They can move the football. That part we've seen so far tonight. They just got to finish into the end zone. All right, here we go, 3rd and 6. Let's see what's going to happen here. 3rd and 6. Herbert in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Steelers showing pressure. They only send 4, though. Herbert steps up. He fakes it. He's going to scramble again. Look at him go. You forget how fast this man is. He picks up 18 yards on the scramble near the left side of the offensive line there. He saw a hole there. Nobody was open, so he took off and ran, and man, what a hole it was. 18 yards on the scramble. Yeah, pretty much everybody was in man-to-man coverage on that one. And the one guy who could have made a play was following the back, so took it all the way to the 46-yard line of the Chargers. So far in this one, 6 plays, 44 yards, 3 minutes and about 10 seconds to turn the time of possession so far. He's got 3 carries for 26 yards in this one, Justin Herbert. Up under center, takes a snap, hands it to the back. The back he's looking. That's Jackson with the carry. He picks up about 2 yards, takes it all the way to the Chargers' 48-yard line. Again, right now the Chargers lead this one 7-3. This is just the Chargers' second drive of the game, and we're already here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the second quarter for the Chargers. Again, the Chargers lead this one 7-3, and they have the football. Justin Herbert, he's been moving the ball however he can, whether it's through his legs, whether it's passing the ball. He's showing that he's doing whatever it takes. 2nd and 8. Receiver goes in motion. Herbert fakes it to the back. He's looking. They throw a screen play, and it's caught by the tight end. He shakes one guy off. He gets the first down. Picked up about a good 10 yards on that one, 10, 12 yards, and the first down for the Chargers. So now they're in Pittsburgh territory after the first down there on the screen pass there. Excellent setup. Defense didn't see it coming, and now they're looking at 1st and 10 from the Steelers' 42-yard line. Again, the Chargers lead this one 7-3 here in the second quarter. Herbert's been looking really good tonight, guys. Really, really good. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing. His willingness to scramble when it's not there. He's being quick about his decisions. That's what's helping him out right now in this one. Here we go, 1st and 10. Herbert takes it, fakes it to the back. The pressure's all around him. He gets outside. He's running. He's still, I don't know why he pump fake past the first down line, but he ended up picking up about a good 18 yards all the way to the Steelers' 24-yard line. So if you're the Steelers, you've got to find some way to get to him and bring him down. Just bringing pressure alone will make him scramble. And right now, it's hurting them a lot. It is really hurting this defense right now. All right, so here we go. Right now, again, just a reminder, this is the second quarter with about 5 minutes left to go. Chargers with the football and the lead, 7-3 in this one. And they're currently right now at the 24-yard line of the Steelers. Herbert up under center. He's going to fake it to the back again. He's looking. He throws it. He's going deep. And it is caught. Did he get both feet in? Was it both in? And it's caught. Keenan Allen. You expect nothing less from a guy like Keenan Allen when it comes to those sideline catches. He went up there, grabbed it, secured the catch, came down 2 feet in. Here we go, 1st and goal. Got a running back, got a couple tight ends there. Herbert's looking to pass. Feels the pressure. They get a hand on him, and they're going to get him for the sack there. So the Steelers finally get to him and sack him there. He's been doing a great job all night of getting around them. They finally get to him on that one. Now we're looking at 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line of the Steelers here. If you're the Steelers, you want to try to hold them to a field goal attempt here. The last thing you want is for them to be able on their second drive to score another touchdown right now. That's the last thing you want if you're the Steelers. Again, on this drive, 11 plays, 88 yards. Let's see what Justin Herbert's going to do out of the shotgun. Let's see. We got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Herbert, he sees something there. He's communicating with the offensive line. 5 seconds on the play clock. Let's see what he does. He takes the snap, barely with any time left on the play clock. He's moving. He throws it to Austin Eckler, and Austin gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Chargers. Touchdown Chargers. Justin Herbert passed it to Austin Eckler for 10 yards there, and that's going to result in a touchdown. Again, this drive, 12 plays. They drove it 98 yards down the field. Almost 7 minutes in terms of time of possession off the clock. Here in the second quarter, 3 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock here. So the Chargers now are up 13-3 pending the extra point to follow. But wow. What a drive there by Justin Herbert there on that one. I mean, my goodness, he looked incredible. So far today, he's 11-12, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, just been sacked 1 time. Meanwhile, the PAT attempt is up, and it's good. So the Chargers are up 14-3 here in the second quarter, 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. If you're the Steelers, you definitely got to find a way to score here before the half. And so just to go ahead and recap what's been taking place so far in this one, again, we're about to be at the commercial, but when we come back, the Chargers, who lead this one 14-3, will be kicking the ball off since they just scored a touchdown. They'll be kicking it off to the Steelers, and we'll see where the Steelers offense will be taking over when we come back out here. Again, this will just be the Steelers' 3rd possession of the game. Both teams have had the ball 2 times in this one. I mean, both teams have done a great job in terms of just moving the ball, taking time of possession, and so it's making the game go by pretty fast in the first half. But the Chargers have done a great job of finishing in the end zone, and that's been really the biggest difference in this game, finishing in the end zone. But before I go through that, let me go ahead and get through some of the comments here. Let's see. Mike says, I can't believe the Tremont Edmonds. We got 1 okay cornerback, Trey White, but nothing else. Yeah, your Bills, they had it tough, man. Really tough. You say Bills defensive tackles can't do nothing. Okay. Just going through the comments here, guys, while we have some time here at the commercial break here. Just going through the comments here. Let's see. Mike says, JB, first they bench Walker, then the Bills do me like this. I know this is a tough time for you, Mike. I know it's a really tough time for you, Mike. Really tough. Mike says, not in good mood, 80s. And so, yeah, absolutely. Mike says he's rooting for the Steelers. Okay, so he's rooting for the Steelers in this one. Okay, I'm seeing a nice mixture of teams rooting for the Steelers and rooting for the Chargers. Again, guys, if you haven't let me know already, do let me know which team you're rooting for in this one in the live chat section. And if you got a final score projection, let me know that as well. And so James Brown, JB, thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. And you say, come on, Chargers. Okay, so he's fired up about them Chargers. Okay, hey, glad to have you here, man. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Appreciate you. And so there you go. You have Chargers, most definitely. Okay. Mike says, what was the final score of the Ohio State banger Saturday? Hey, that final score was like, 49-7? I think that was the final score. And so, yeah, Mike, it was a beatdown. I can't wait for Saturday to see what's going to happen with my Buckeyes. Mike says, TV says it's the game. And so, hey, you're right. All right, so we're getting ready to come back from commercial in a minute here. Again, just in case you're tuning in, the Chargers are leading 14-3 in this one. 2 drives for the Chargers, 2 touchdowns. The Steelers also have had 2 drives, but they only have 3 points right now to show for it. Last time they were at the goal line, they fell 2 yards short of getting into the end zone. If you're the Steelers, you have got to finish in drives like that. That's exactly why you draft a power back like a Najee Harris. There's no reason why they could not finish into the end zone that last drive. But they're going to get another opportunity to see if they can get some more points here. As the Chargers kick it off, there's going to be a return here by the Steelers. Let's see. He's at the 20. Look at McLeod go. He's at the 25, still on his feet at the 30. Goes out of bounds at about the Steelers' 36-yard line. I believe that was the kicker that came in and made a hit there. Mike says 45 thumbs up, JB. That is crazy, guys. Keep the thumbs up coming, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel because we do these play-by-plays regularly, guys. And hey, this has been fantastic, and this NFL season has been so much fun so far. And this is, hey, we're just getting to the good part, guys. Just getting to the good part. But of course, I always want to hear from you guys in terms of who you're rooting for, whether it's the game we're talking about, who's your favorite team, all that stuff. But here we go for the Steelers. Let's see if they can go ahead and get a touchdown here. All right, so let's see. We've got one tight end. We've got three receivers. We've got one running back, Big Ben, in the shotgun formation here. Again, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Big Ben takes a snap. Hands it to the back, Najee Harris. Najee Harris moving his feet. Okay, gets pulled by the first down. Okay, so that's going to be a pickup of 12 yards on the carry on the right side off the right tackle. He was moving them feet. Lineman came, helped him get that extra boost, picked up 12 yards on the carry. Great sign for your first carry there on the drive. Let's see if they can keep things going here from the 48-yard line of the Steelers. So they're almost at midfield. I will say this, though. It looks like the snap is kind of high every time Big Ben is getting the snap. I can't help but notice it, and I'm a little concerned that one of these snaps are going to go over his head. But here you go, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Big Ben in the shotgun here. Takes a snap. He's looking. Feels the pressure. He throws it high. And, ooh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. Good job by Johnson just getting a hand on that, because if he doesn't get a hand on that ball, who knows what's going to happen on that one. But that was a dangerous one. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, the Chargers had the lead 14-3, but the Steelers, they have 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining to try to go out there and see if they can get into the end zone or at least get some more points on the board here to make it a one-possession game. They've done a tremendous job of moving the ball. You can see they ran it 13 times. They've passed it 13 times. So they have balance. They just got to get results now. You've got one tight end. You've got 3 wide receivers. You've got one running back in the shotgun. Let's see the Chargers. Let's see how many guys the Chargers are going to send on this one. Steelers take the snap. Chargers send 4. Pressure's there. He throws it, and it is caught somehow. It was caught by Dante Johnson there. Nice job. There is a penalty. I've got no doubt that's going to be against the defensive back there for pass interference on that one. I mean, but let's look and see what they say first. But I think that was defensive pass interference on the call. Yep. All right. So it's going to be on the defense, defensive pass interference. All right, but they can decline that one because that's going to be a first down either way. Johnson did a tremendous job there, despite being interfered with, being able to break away and catch the ball there for the Steelers. Excellent catch. Got all his feet in bounds. Tremendous job there. So now we're looking at a 1st and 10 here. So let's see, from the 30-yard line. Again, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the half. 1 running back, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Let's see, Chargers are showing pressure. Let's see if they'll send it. Big Ben takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He throws it. It's caught by Johnson, and Johnson still trying to get some yards. I think he was able to get 7 yards out of that. So now we're going to be looking at 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 23-yard line. So go ahead and let this one run out to the 2-minute warning here. Again, both teams have all 3 timeouts. So if you're the Steelers, ideally, you would want to go ahead and score a touchdown and leave as little time as possible remaining for the Chargers. But we're here at the 2-minute warning with the Chargers leading this one 14-3. So we're currently at the commercial again. So let's go ahead and get through some more of the comments here. And so, but yeah, make sure if you haven't already, guys, that you do press the thumbs up button in this one. And if you like to subscribe to the channel, that'll be excellent as well. And make sure you have notification bells turned on as well. Let's see. Mike says, I'm trying not to fall victim to the bottle, JB. Hey, don't do it, Mike. Don't do it, Mike. Do not do it, man. There's still plenty of football left to be played. Anything, literally anything can happen this season. Mike says, if you want to crush the Bills, just run it. They got no linebackers. So Mike's having a hard day, guys. I don't blame him. Buffalo went out there. I was shocked at how the lack of effort they put out there. I thought it was going to be a close game, but man, that was crazy. That was crazy. And just to give you guys a recap, if you're just joining in, the Chargers currently lead this one 14-3. Justin Herbert, he's 11 of 12. 113 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's only been sacked once. In addition to that, he's got 4 carries, 44 yards in this one, averaging 11 yards a carry every time he scrambles, and those have been some pretty good scrambles so far tonight. Austin Eckler, he's got 4 carries, 26 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown, averaging about 6.5 yards a carry. And this one, his longest run of the night was 10 yards. He also got a receiving touchdown. He's also got a rushing touchdown in this one as well. And he's got a receiving touchdown. He's got 2 receptions, 16 yards, 1 receiving touchdown as well. Meanwhile, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben, he's 9 of 15, 102 yards through the air. He has not been sacked tonight. No touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground as a team for the Steelers, 13 carries, 49 yards. Najee Harris is responsible for 8 carries and 31 yards in this one. So he's averaging almost 4 yards a carry. So he's starting to get more and more, you can tell, on the ground in this one. They just got to find a way. When things get close to the goal line and the field starts to shrink, they have to be able to finish to the end zone. They have to. And when you got a guy like Dante Johnson, and then Chase Claypool, guys like that, you got to be able to get them the football in the end zone. Let's see, Mike says maybe Hayward will pop Herbert. And so Mike says, James Brown, you probably win because I'm rooting Steelers. And so, oh, man, Mike, it's not that bad. Mike, it's not to that point. Let's see, 80 says TD, JB. And so there you go. All right, so we're getting ready to come back from the 2-minute warning here. Again, right now, the Steelers have the football here, trailing 14-3, and it's 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line. Let's see what they're going to do. All right, so they're going to line up in the shotgun here. You've got 3 receivers. You got 1 tight end. You've got 1 back next to Big Ben in the shotgun. Chargers have 4 guys in the line. Big Ben takes a snap. They're going to hand it to the back. The back goes up the middle, and he has the first down. No doubt about it. He picked up 4 yards on the play, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 19-yard line here. So if you're the Steelers, you can do stuff like that because you've got all 3 timeouts. You got 1 minute and 42 seconds left before the half. You want to get into the end zone, and you don't want to leave the Chargers any time left for them to go out there and try to get some points of their own if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, if you're the Chargers, you want to try to prevent them right here, right now, make them go for the field goal and save yourself some time to try to score. But here we go. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. You've got 1 receiver towards the bottom of the screen. You got trips towards the top of the formation. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers send 4. He throws it, and it's caught. That's a 10-yard reception by Deontay Johnson there. Let's see where they say. Ooh, I don't like that mark there. I don't like that mark there. I thought that was a first, but looking at where he marked it at, it may not be. Let's see, Mike says, JB, your dad must be pumped. They rubbed my Bill's nose in it, and they gave the Stone Cold Stunner. And so, yeah, Mike, he actually was. He was listening to you guys last time, disrespect his coach, and he didn't like that. He didn't take too fond of that. And so, yeah, he remembers how your team sent them home last time, so he was not happy about that. So this felt great for him. There you go, Big Ben in the shotgun. Let's see, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Big Ben's looking. He's going to throw it in the end zone here. Johnson has some room. Did he catch it? Was it in bounds? There's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Dante Johnson, excellent reception there in the end zone. That drive capped off a 7-play, 64-yard, 2 minutes and 33 seconds play into the end zone. That's a 10-yard touchdown grab by Dante Johnson there. Big Ben to Johnson in the end zone. So now the Steelers scored a touchdown here, and they really need to get a touchdown here, and they finally got it. Looking at the replay just to make sure it was a catch there. Let's see. He has the ball 1 foot and a knee. That's all you need. 1 foot and a knee. That's a touchdown. Does he have? Yeah, it looks like he has possession there. So that's a touchdown. I would say touchdown. And now we're waiting the PAT attempt here. Right now the score is 14-9. Just waiting on the PAT attempt. That was definitely a catch. Now Boswell's going to attempt the PAT attempt. Again, we're here in the second quarter. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. PAT attempt is up, and it's good. All right, so now we got ourselves a game here. We got ourselves a game. Chargers have got the lead 14-10, but the Steelers, they just scored a touchdown. Let's see what the Chargers can do with 3 timeouts and 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. The way the Chargers have been moving the ball, let's see if they can try to get into field goal range or maybe even in the end zone with 1 minute and 9 seconds and 3 timeouts. Lots of possibilities left to go once we return from the commercial. Again, just a reminder, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you press the thumbs up button. And also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, we do these play-by-plays regularly, guys. Also, I try to drop some sports news. I'm more so active with sport news when it comes to the offseason and early preseason because these streams, they take a while. So I try to, just deviate some time and stuff. But especially during the offseason, I keep you guys up to date with that as well, all that stuff. 80 says, Mike, the Bills are still in the hunt. That's right. 80 said it perfectly. They are still in the hunt. Let's see. Mike says if PJ Walker beat arguably the best team in the league bad, why you bench him? And so Mike is mad about that. I'm mad I didn't start Cam Newton though, in my fantasy league. I'm mad I didn't do that. Let's see. Mike says, thanks, Eddie. I'm glad to see your Eagles are really good. And so again, guys, just going through the comments here real quick while we have some time before the kickoff here. And the Chargers have the lead 14-10, but the Steelers, they just scored a touchdown on that last drive. So that's got to feel good. That's some good momentum right there. They were able to cap off and finish into the end zone. Got to love it. Again, that's all you got to do when you got a receiver like Johnson. Just throw it up there. Give this man a 50-50 chance to go get the ball. That's all you can ask for. That's a touchdown almost every time. Mike says, I'm happy for JB, but I think Pats, as long as they run and don't pass, will win the AFC East. And the Pats, they have a tough schedule coming up. Now, I'd be a fool to just count this over by any means. The Bills and the Pats got to play each other twice. We got to play the Titans, got to play the Colts. We've got a lot of tough teams coming up on our schedule for the Patriots. So I'm definitely going to be taking it one game at a time right now. And so, absolutely. All right, and so Coach Dante is joining the stream. What's good with you, Coach? What's good with your your Houston Texans? They pulled off an upset. I know you got to be partying after that one, man. Tyrod Taylor going airborne into the end zone. That was absolutely insane, man. Congratulations to your Houston Texans. And so here we go, getting ready to come back from the commercial here. Just to recap, Big Ben, 11 of 17, 121 yards. He's got a passing touchdown, no interceptions, has not been sacked tonight. If you can keep Big Ben upright, you're going to have a good game out of Big Ben. On the ground for the Steelers as a team, 14 carries, 53 yards. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 11 of 12, 113 yards through the air. He's also got 4 carries, 44 yards on the ground. Meanwhile, let's see the kickoff. No return, so the Chargers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So let's see what the Chargers are going to do. They've had the ball 2 times prior to this, and they've been able to score touchdowns 2 times prior to this. But both of those drives took some time. Now they've only got 3 timeouts, 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go here before the half. Let's see how they approach this one. But yeah, Coach Dante, glad to have you here. Let's see, Mike says, run against the Bills. They're made for speed, stop and pass. Ravens and Chiefs, not run. Meanwhile, Herbert out the shotgun, throws it, and it is caught. That is Keenan Allen there. He takes it to about the 39-yard line of the Chargers. You got a minute left to go before the half. Clock still ticking. They're hurrying back up to the line here. 55 seconds. They line up in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers sending 4. Herbert, he's going to get sacked. He is going to get sacked on the play. But there is a penalty. Right now, the clock is stopped at 45 seconds. We've got some stuff we need to sort out in the field right now. But that would be a big-time sack there, but let's see what they call. Judging by Mike Tomlin's expression, this might be against the Steelers. Ooh. Defensive holding is the call there. So it's going to be an automatic first down there. Gives them 5 yards. And so, yeah, so now we're looking at a 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 44-yard line. Again, anybody guarding Jared Cook, I can't blame you for sticking a hand out there. He's a lot more shifty than he looks. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Now the clock is stopped thanks to the penalty. 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Herbert takes a snap. He's looking. Steelers send 4. He's moving. He throws it to the back. He goes in between 2 guys, picks up 10 yards there. I'd call a timeout if I was the Chargers here. 38 seconds on the clock, and yes, they burn a timeout here. All right, they're saying 2nd and 1. So here you go, timeout call with 38 seconds left to go here, and they're going to go to commercial right now, so I'll go ahead and get back to the comments here. Let's see. Mike says, Coach Big Pats fan too. And so Mike says, how good wide receiver Johnson? Johnson, Dante Johnson, in my opinion, from what I've seen from Steeler games from Dante Johnson, I know last year he was definitely one of those guys that was just going off. I don't know if they're still giving him the same usage rate, but he's definitely a wide receiver 1, no doubt about it, and he can win those matchups. My problem is that occasionally he'll have a couple drops here and there, but outside of the drops, definitely that number 1 receiver that you want. Definitely. And so Coach says, Johnson is doing great, having a great season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, that's great to hear. That is great to hear. I know last year I followed him more because I had him on my fantasy football team, so absolutely. Coach says that. Hey, Jonathan Taylor, though, 5 touchdowns, 4 on the ground, one through the air. Hey, that was fantastic for him. I mean, but hey, not good for the Bills, though, at all. I did not think that Jonathan Taylor was going to go off that big a game. I knew he was going to have a good game, but I didn't know it was going to be that type of good game, man. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Let's see. Mike says, I know, shoot, crush my Bills, coach. Absolutely, absolutely. And if you're just tuning in again, the Chargers have the football here. They just called their first timeout, so they got 2 timeouts. They lead this one 14-10. There's only 39 seconds left to go before the half for the Chargers here, and they're currently at the Pittsburgh Steelers 47-yard line. So they've got plenty of time here. Try to get some of those out routes near the sideline, catch it, go out of bounds. They got 2 timeouts. They got to go across the middle, pick up a big chunk play. They've got some time here to at least try to get into field goal range here for sure with 39 seconds and 2 timeouts. Meanwhile, the Steelers, they have 3 timeouts as well so far in this one. Again, the Chargers lead 14-10 in this one. Both quarterbacks have thrown 1 touchdown in this one. Both quarterbacks have not thrown an interception in this one. Let's see. Mike says Bill receivers all playing with an A.J. Green. Not an A.J. Green effort, Mike. Anything but that, man. No. Anything but that. You say maybe I changed it to Emmanuel Sanders' effort. Oh, man, Mike, that's tough. That's tough. And so, all right, so appreciative of that, Mike. All right, so here we go, guys. We're returning back to the field here. 2nd and 1. Again, we've got just 39 seconds, so they're going to have to be precise with their calls here. Here we go, 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the formation, 1 tight end towards the bottom. There's a snap there. Up. And it looks like a sack. That is going to be a sack there, but there is a penalty. I saw some movement there. It looked like a guy might have been offsides on the defense there. Let's see what they call. All right, so there we go. Offsides on the defense there. So that's going to gift them 5 more yards there. No clock moving at all. So that's going to allow the Chargers to keep their timeouts, of course. New set of downs here. So there you go. Yeah, just timed it maybe a second or two too early on that movement. But here we go in the second quarter, 34 seconds till the half. Chargers with the football. Herbert takes a snap out the shotgun. Herbert's looking. He throws it to the big tight end, Jared Cook. And Jared Cook gets the reception there. Takes it all the way to the Pittsburgh 31-yard line. Okay, so here we go. 1st and 10. And they're going to, let's see. I see 27 seconds on the clock. Don't see it moving. So the Chargers called their 2nd timeout there. They've got 1 timeout remaining and 27 seconds to work with before the half. Let's see. Mike says, I give you that a half field post game sportsmanship handshake. We will meet again. Is it going to look like what Cam Newton did with Ron Rivera today? It looked like he was going to totally ignore him until Ron called out to him, and then he gave him the hug and it just kept going. But, hey, Cam had a good day even though it didn't result in a win. And so let's see. Mike says the Bills are in trouble. Other teams figured out their weaknesses. Drop your safeties to cover deep and run on them. I assume Belichick knows. Don't tell him, JB. Hey, if I know, that means Coach Bill knows. You best believe that. Again, guys, we're currently at the commercial, so you're not missing anything. We're at the commercial right now. 27 seconds left to go here in the half. Chargers with the football and the lead. They lead this one 14-10, and when they come back, they'll be facing the 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 31-yard line. This is their 3rd drive of the game. The first 2 drives resulted in a touchdown, and if you're the Steelers, you got to get back to playing Steelers football, and you got to prevent them from being able to cap things off in the end zone every time they touch the football. And so, but we'll see what they do when we come back from the commercial. Let's see. Mike says, oh, that's right. Texans are coach team. They beat someone good, right? Yeah, they beat the Titans. So this was also a big day for the Colts. They got a W, and then the Titans got a loss. That was big for them as well. Let's see. Eddie says, JB Nation halftime show coming up. You already know. And so let's see. I'm almost caught up on the comments here, guys, and we're still currently right now at the commercial. And just in case you're just tuning in here, Chargers are leading 14-10 right now, and they're at the Steelers 31-yard line facing the 1st and 10. 27 seconds, but they only got 1 timeout remaining. So we'll see what plays out when they come back from the commercial. And make sure if you haven't already, guys, that you do press the thumbs up button, guys. That really helps the channel out a lot. So I really appreciate you guys for coming through and showing a lot of support here for this Sunday night football matchup between the Steelers and the Chargers. Mike says, let's see, pop them. And so there you go. Mike says Cam did well, but should not have benched P.J. Walker. I tell you what, I saw one play where Christian McCaffrey tried to grab the football because, he had the option to hand it to McCaffrey or keep it, and he opted to keep it. And McCaffrey, I know he was upset because he could have got a lot of yards on that one, but Cam pulled it back for about 6 yards. When if he gives it to C-Mac, that would have been probably about 20-something, if not more, knowing C-Mac. But here we go. Herbert takes the snap. He throws it, and it's caught by the receiver who's wide open on the play. Guyton picked up about a good 18 yards there before stepping out of bounds. And honestly, he probably could have cut it up the middle for some more yards, but he did the right thing there to save them the time out there, not make them have to go up to the line and spike it. So now they've got 21 seconds to work with at the Steelers' 13-yard line. The Steelers' defense, hey, you've got to come through here. You cannot let a team get a touchdown in just a minute and 9 seconds. You're the Steelers. You don't let that happen. I know you've got your injuries and stuff, but you can't let that happen. But let's see what's going to happen here. Herbert in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Herbert's looking. He feels the pressure. He's going to throw it. Over to the receiver on purpose to throw that one out of bounds here. Save 16 seconds on the clock. Again, the Chargers still have 1 timeout here, so they can pretty much look anywhere on the field with just 13 yards away from the end zone. He felt the pressure. So good job by the Steelers making a move, feel uncomfortable, and throw that ball away. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 16 here. 2nd and 10 with 16 seconds here in the second quarter. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Herbert takes the snap. Steelers send 4. Herbert moves. He throws it to Austin Eckler, and he picks up 6 yards on that before going out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining. So now this is the question. With 10 seconds remaining, I feel you've got 1 shot. Of course, it's 3rd down here. You've got 1 shot, but they got to be ready immediately to try to time out if this doesn't work. We've got a guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers is currently down right now. Medical staff's going to be looking at him. So, yeah, the medical staff is currently looking there. So they're going to charge the Pittsburgh Steelers a timeout there. And that is Wormley. He's able to walk off on his own, so that's a great sign there. He'll be walking to the sideline. Bumped into his own player on the play, and that's what did it. All right, and again, we're looking at a 3rd and 4 here from the Steelers' 7-yard line. So let's see what they can do. From the 7-yard line, 3rd and 4, they're going to have 1 shot. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you have got to make sure you took advantage of this time to call the correct play to keep them from getting to the end zone. If you're the Chargers, it all comes down to this. Herbert takes a snap out the shotgun. He's going to step up. He's going to throw. He tried to get it to Austin Eckler, but it's incomplete. And even if he caught it, he still would have been short of the end zone, so they would have had to call a timeout and go for the field goal anyways. Great stop there. Well, great stand by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so now it's going to come down to Hopkins and the Chargers here to see if they can get 3 points before the half. Should be an easy field goal, but nothing is easy today. We saw like 18 missed field goals throughout the course of the day. So let's see if the Chargers can get 3 points here. Hopkins has been 17 of 19 on field goal attempts this season. That's 89%. Let's see if he can make this 26-yard attempt. Pittsburgh calls it. Let's see, there's a flag or – all right, so a false start on the offense. Okay, so that's going to back them up 5 yards now. So now we're going to be looking at a 31-yard field goal attempt. And again, at the halftime, guys, I'll go through the stats real quick, make sure I'm caught up on the comments and stuff. And then, we'll start taking a preview into next week's matchups as well in the NFL and start talking about that during the halftime until we come back. But right now, we've got the Chargers leading 14-10, and they're about to attempt a 31-yard field goal attempt with 6 seconds left before the half. All right, let's see. Kick is up. And it is good. All right. So there we go. Just 2 seconds remain on the clock. But the Chargers are good with the field goal. And so 17-10, Chargers are up. They were able to get a field goal. They only had a minute and 9 seconds to work with. Good job by the Chargers to get that one. But great job by the Steelers keeping them out of the end zone. So now it's a 1-possession game. Obviously, we'll have the kickoff to the Steelers. And if When barring some type of miracle there, the Steelers will get the football. Actually, it'll be the Chargers will get the football first coming out of the half. That's why the Chargers will get the football first because the Steelers got the ball first to start things off tonight coming out of the half. And so Tim said, come on, Steelers. Mike said they were a good tandem last week. Okay. And so Mike says, yeah, Tim. So absolutely. So here we go. 2 seconds remain here before the half. So we're about to have the kickoff here, and let's see if anything exciting will happen on the kickoff. Again, the Chargers lead this one 17-10 over the Steelers. 3 drives for the Chargers. 3 times they've scored. 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. All right, so here we go. Hopkins for the kickoff here. Let's see if we're going to return. All right, we will get a return here. So after this play, it will be the end of the half here, but let's see. McLeod takes it all the way to the 33-yard line. Okay, there we go. So we're going to the half now. Chargers lead this one 17-10 at the half, and they will get the football when we come back in the second half of this game. But right now, we're about to have the halftime report. And so you know what that means here on the stream, guys, the JB Nation halftime report for sure coming up. But let me go ahead and get caught up on some of the comments here before we go through the stats here. Again, the Chargers lead 17-10 if you're just joining. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up as well and subscribe to the channel to show support. Really appreciate you guys so much and all the support that I've had this year as well. All right, so let's see. Tim says, bring it home, boys. So you know who Tim's rooting for. He's going for them Steelers. Let's see. Mike says the Steelers stole Super Bowl against the Seahawks and later the Cardinals, but I forgave them. And so, man, Mike, you said they stole that one. Let's see. Tim says, let's go, boys, Steelers. All right, there you go. Mike says, if we can get anything near 2016, Cam, then turn it over completely. Think it's possible. JB, 2016 is – you're not going to get 2016, but what you are going to get is you're going to get something less than that, but you're going to get something better than what you've seen the last 2 years that you've seen him starting at quarterback. I truly believe that. I saw it with the Patriots in the preseason. He looked way better than he did last year. So I think what we saw today is something that we can see consistently until those hits start to add up for Cam. Right now, he's fresh. But once those hits start to add up, we'll see how he looks then towards the end of the season. But for right now, if you got him in fantasy football, hey, if you got a good matchup, play him. And so let's see. Tupa, thank you so much for coming through. You said, let's go Chargers. All right, so we got another one for the Chargers. I feel like this is almost even between the Chargers and the Steelers. Okay. But absolutely. All right, let's see. Mike says, can we get to 50 thumbs up by the half? That would be amazing if we could reach that 50. I mean, we're at the half now, but it still would be amazing if we can reach that mark. Matter of fact, let me see where we currently stand right now. I have not checked myself here, so let me see where we stand currently right now. But while I'm going through that to see where we stand at, let's go ahead and get to the rest of this. Mike says, I thought Eckler was hurt. He's their best running back. He's definitely light years ahead of the rest of the running backs that they have in that room. And looking by how he's running today, he is fresh out there. I mean, Austin Eckler, he's been back. Maybe a Chargers fan can let me know how long he's been back, but I feel like he's been back at least maybe the last 3 weeks, if not longer, 3-4 weeks maybe. And so, Jay in the Bay, what's going on with you? What's good with you? I hope you're having a great Sunday, man. Glad to have you here. It's always great when we have Jay in the Bay to join us here. And, hey, I know you've got to be partying right now because your San Francisco 49ers came through and beat the Jaguars 30-10. So I know you're fired up about that. I mean, my goodness, I was reading through my fantasy football, like the chats and stuff, and everybody was talking about starting Jimmy G today over some well-named quarterbacks. And I was like, man, the 49ers are changing people's impressions left and right. But, man, the 49ers looking good right now, man. They're looking good right now. Mike says, come on, don't go. Yes, Mike says, yo, Jay, how the 49ers doing? Hey, the 49ers, they did fantastic. They went out there. I believe the game was a game in Jacksonville. It was in Jacksonville. They took care of business 30-10 in that game. I mean, they took care of business. The Jaguars looked lost in that game. They really did. And Mike says, Ohio State versus Michigan. TV says it's the game. Hey, Mike, it is going to be the game. And you know I'm going to be streaming that one Saturday. Ohio State and Michigan is going to come on there in my time slot. And even if it didn't, I still would stream that game because I've been waiting on that game all year long there. I definitely want Ohio State to stick it to Michigan there. Definitely. Let's see. Mike says, I'm covering my eyes if they show the Bills highlights. I feel you there, Mike. I feel you. And so let's see. Tim, thank you so much for coming through, Tim. Glad to have you here on the stream. And you say it ain't over till it's over. That's the truth. That is the truth. If there's one thing that we have learned this season, it ain't over till it's over, man. I mean, especially I remember one game we streamed when the Ravens played the Colts, and the Colts had the lead up until late in that fourth quarter. Ravens came back, and then vice versa. We saw the Ravens versus the Raiders early in the season, and the Raiders came back in that one. So we've seen a lot of crazy comebacks during these streams. So you're absolutely right about that. Let's see. Jay says, we won today, Mike. And so absolutely, hey, you guys put in work today. You put in work. Tim says, I really like you, dude. You're all right, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, Tim. Appreciate you. Absolutely, man. Thank you. So Mike says, who you guys play, Jay? And so, yeah, they played the Jaguars. Mike, they played the Jaguars. So absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Jay says Jaguars. And so, yep. I mean, hey, like, I knew you guys were going to bring it. We saw that last week. You guys were playing consistent. You brought it on the road. That was fantastic right there. It's one thing to do it against the Rams because you guys have done that like 5 games straight, I think. But to do it again against the Jaguars here, and we've seen the Jaguars, they've been up and down this year. But it's great to see the 49ers playing their best football of the season. I'll say that about the 49ers. I'll say that about the Colts right now. There are a couple teams that are rising right now, and the Eagles as well. Throw them in there as well. Eagles, Chiefs, those teams, they're looking good right now. Teams that are on the decline, teams like the Raiders, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what the Raiders need to do, but they need to target my boy Hunter Renfrow a little bit more for my fantasy football team. But yeah, they're going through some stuff right now. They're in a dark hole right now, no doubt about that. And so, okay, appreciate that. Okay. Tim says, first time listening, you're cool. Hey, man, I'm glad that you were able to come through, man, and appreciate you. Let me know real quick, Tim, which team is your favorite team, man? Which team is like your favorite NFL team that you rock with? Definitely let me know that. Let's see. 80 says the Ohio State versus Michigan State will be both the popcorn and pizza game. And so, yeah, for the Michigan game, absolutely. I was going to say the same thing. But you know what, 80s? There's going to be so many good games coming on next week. So many good games, honestly. And so I'm going to be excited for like a full day of college football. No doubt about that. I'm even thinking that when we get to the conference championship games, I may even Saturday possibly double dip and see if I can stream like multiple games or something like that day for the conference championship games when we reach that point. Let's see. Jay says, thanks, Mike. There you go. And so, I mean, hey, Jay, I saw Brandon Ayuk. He had a nice highlight as well. I see Deebo Samuel being utilized. I like the way that you guys are utilizing your guys back there. You know, George Kittle, I mean, heck, he went off against my fantasy football team last week, so I was hoping he didn't do that. But, hey, he's looking great. Jeff Wilson, he's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from your boys down there in the Bay. Let's see. Mike says, my Bills lost to Jags, but I'm not going to turn to a drink. And so, hey, Mike, yeah, there's no need to, man. There's plenty of time left in the season. Plenty of things can happen. And so, absolutely. And let's see. Mike says, oh, the Vikings won. Hey, oh, yeah, the Vikings won. And what made me laugh, Mike, was the fact that I projected in my pregame prediction that I do for the week. What made me laugh was that I had the Packers winning 34-31, and yet the Vikings won 34-31. Many times I gave the Vikings the benefit of the doubt if I thought it was going to be close, and they let me down. The one time I don't pick them is the one time that they go out there and actually finish with the W. And so let's see. 80 says, same old Jay, like your channel. Hey, appreciate your 80s. Really do. I mean, ever since you guys all joined, you know, like every single one of you, it has been fantastic here on this stream. I mean, I've only been doing YouTube here for a little less than 11 months so far. On the 26th, it'll be 11 months for me. And then that means the day after Christmas will be 12 months, officially my 1-year mark on YouTube. And so really appreciate all the support you guys have shown, just constantly being there for me. That's what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving, having you guys there every step of the way. It's definitely helped out. And let's see. The Bombers joined, and so let's see. What's going on with you, man? Hey, let me know who you got winning this game. Your favorite team as well in the NFL. Just want to hear from you and how you're doing, man. But hey, thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Mike says, Jay, the Seahawks falling off. You know what? Somebody looked at me like I was crazy when I said that I was not going to start Russell Wilson today. I was going to start Tua instead. And all like, now Tua didn't get as much as he could have gotten. And I'm going to have to talk to the Dolphins offensive coordinator about that because they're not setting him up to help me out. But Russell Wilson, I just knew after the last game what I saw, it's going to take him some weeks before he get back to where he was. And I don't even know if it's going to happen this year, honestly. But I'm hoping that's the case for his sake and my fantasy football team. He's not throwing the ball to DK Metcalf. He can't even get it to Tyler Lockett. That's how I know it's a problem. He can't get the ball to Tyler Lockett right now. They've got Lockett on lockdown right now. So that's how I know to stay away from Russell Wilson right now. If he can't throw it to his favorite person, look out. Look out. But clearly that injury is still bothering him right now, and that's what gets me. He's just playing through that injury, and it's hurting his team. And so, absolutely. Let's see. You say, who's my team? Yeah, my team is the Patriots. And so, yeah, Patriots are my team in the NFL. My college team's Ohio State. My NBA team is the Lakers. Those are the three teams that I mostly talk about. And so, absolutely. Absolutely. But, yeah, I'm a Patriots fan for sure. Let's see. Tim says, I'm from Indianapolis, but my family from Pittsburgh. So, okay, from that Pittsburgh area. Okay, you said your dad played football. Johnny Unitas went into high school. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. Absolutely. That is pretty cool to be able to play football where Johnny Unitas played high school. That is pretty cool. That is real nice. And so Mike says, Pats ranked third, playoffs, I give up. And so, hey, Mike, hey, man, you've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen, man. There's still plenty of games left to be played. Not to mention we've got one extra game that we would have had last year as well. So right now there's a lot of games to be played. And you know the Pats and Bills still got to play each other twice head-to-head. So there's plenty of football still to be played. And we got to play the Colts. If they gave y'all a hard time, we definitely got to make sure that we're prepared for them when we play them. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of work we need to do, starting off with the Titans. One game at a time. Mike says Cowboys fall to 3 losses. I did see that. You know, I gave them the benefit of the doubt against the Chiefs. Didn't work out. But, yeah, that was a tough one right there. But I figured it was going to be a good game, and the Chiefs offense showed up enough early on to get them that lead. So, absolutely. Let's see. Tim says, Steelers win, lose a tie. I'm a Steelers fan today. Okay, bet. Okay, nice. All right, so all with the Steelers there. Okay. I'm sure if Carmichael was here, he'd be very happy to have another diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan a part of the stream. And so Mike says, I told you no running back would catch up to the Bills, JB, the king of the coach. Yeah, you did call that. You did call that, man. I'm so glad I avoided the itch to try to pick up Matt Brady. Again, I'm in a 16-person fantasy football league, so I thought about it for a minute, but then I thought about what you always say about the Bills running back. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Just can't do it. Tim says, good job. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate you, Tim. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Let's see. And so there you go. It's a great day to be Jay right now. It's a great day. And not only that, I mean, the Rams seem like they're on a free fall as well right now. So you got the Rams playing bad. You got the Seahawks playing bad. Now, the Cardinals are still finding ways to win, even though it's not always the prettiest of ways. They're still finding ways to win. But, I mean, there's no reason why teams like the 49ers, team like the Eagles, those are teams I feel like in the last half of the schedule, watch out for those teams. You've got the Saints, they're falling apart right now. You've got Carolina, 1 week they're up, 1 week they're down. You don't really know. Washington football team, I need to see a lot more from them before I throw them up there. They've really made me mad about just completely just not looking like how I thought they were going to look this year. So I'm going to have to see more from them before I congratulate them. But, yeah, Mike says, I think Allen has turned to drink. I hope not. And so let's see. Mike says, so you're saying there's a chance, JB. Oh, there's always a chance, Mike. There's always a chance. There's always a chance, especially when it comes head-to-head. There's always a chance. The only team that's clearly out of it right now are the Lions. That's about it. Let's see. Mike says Bills running backs are historically bad. And so, yeah, man. And so you guys used to be running back university back in the day. But, I mean, I don't know what's happened, Mike. Let's see. Tim says, hey, when I used to work as a painting constructor, okay, I painted the White Freeney's house. Ooh, nice. The White Freeney. Now, there's a name that I'm very familiar with and all like that. The White Freeney. Many times seeing my Pats go against the White Freeney. You say you painted. Let's see, Al Henderson. He played for IU. Then you went to the Atlanta Hawks. They're all really cool people. Bet. He went to absolutely bet. Okay, nice. Good amount of so that's a good amount of exposure right there for you. I will say that a good amount of exposure. Mike says game 2 Cowboys with the Raiders, not bad. Go Cowboys. And so yeah, definitely not bad at all. Because I was thinking about the games outside of obviously the first game and all like that. I'll be looking forward to seeing the Raiders and Cowboys. I expect the Cowboys to win that one, but I'm hoping it's a good game there. I just hope it's a good game that comes down to a last drive or something like that. Saints versus Bills. Hope that's a good game as well, Mike. But, of course, I'm going to take Josh Allen over Trevor Siemian any day of the week. All right, meanwhile, you've got the guys coming back to the field here. So we'll be coming back to action sometime soon here. And again, the Chargers lead this one 17-10. And the Steelers, they're about to kick things off here to start the third quarter. And so the Cuda 70, thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you. You said another game we went into half losing. LA gets the ball to start the second half. Is this when they run the ball down our throats? And so we're going to find out. We are going to find out how that plays out, but I hope that's not the case because I do have my opponent has a Chargers running back, so I don't need him to run the ball. Meanwhile, this return looks like it's going to go all the way to about the 25-yard line, but there is a penalty. Let's see what they call it against. Most likely it'll probably be against the Chargers on the return. Let's see. Mike says they can't do both, one or the other. That is so true. All right, let's see what they're going to call here. They're discussing a lot. Ooh, so illegal formation on the kicking team. Okay, so tack on another 5 yards to that. Okay. So, wow, illegal formation on the kicking team there. They called it on Benny Snell. Again, if you're just joining here, we're starting the quarter here. Chargers are up 17-10, and we're waiting to see where the Chargers are going to be starting off here. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Let's see, at the Chargers 30-yard line here. Again, this will be the first drive in the second half. Let's see how the Chargers do. So far, they've had 3 drives, and they've scored 3 times, 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Herbert in the shotgun. Going to take it. Going to hand it to the back there. Eckler picks up 2 yards on the carry up the middle, takes it to the 32-yard line there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. All right, so here we go here again. 2nd and 8 coming up here. They need 8 yards for the first down. All right, here we go. This time, no backs in the backfield. It's going to be the shotgun here. But there is a penalty. There's a penalty. Before we can get things started, there's a false start on the offense. That's going to move the Chargers back 5 yards now. So we've got 2nd and 13 coming up here. That's going to move them back to the 27-yard line. They call the false start on number 72, Schofield. All right, here we go. 2nd and 13 coming up. Again, the shotgun, no backs in the backfield here. They want to go 5 wide here. All right, Austin Eckler goes in motion. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers send 4. Herbert's looking. He throws it. The ball is tipped and deflected out the line. Incomplete. Got to be careful with that. And Bugs is the person that got his hand up. So 3rd and 13 coming up. Again, Herbert was looking, and it looks like he was trying to go across the middle there. He wanted to go across the middle there, but it was not able to happen there because Bugs got a hand up there. Good job by him. But here we go, 3rd and 13. If you're the Steelers, it's a great opportunity to get a stop. If you're the Chargers, you got to get 13 yards for the first. They take the snap. Steelers send 4. Herbert has time. He goes deep down the middle, and it is caught by Keenan Allen all the way down at the 47-yard line there. Pickup of about a good 30 yards on the play. And now they're going to be in Pittsburgh territory. What a completion. You give this man time, he's going to pick you apart. Because now Keenan Allen, once he starts getting some catches, he gets into the zone. And that's one man you don't want to get into the zone. Again, that was about a 30-yard completion on the play. All right, so here we go. Keenan Allen so far, 5 receptions, 78 yards. Herbert takes a snap up under center, fakes it to the back. He throws it, and it's caught. That's Mike Williams this time. He takes it all the way to the 28-yard line of the Steelers. 1st and 10 for the Chargers here. So Justin Herbert, back-to-back big completions. These receivers, they are feeling it right now. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Keenan Allen right there. That was with the reception there for a good 14 yards. Let's see what they're going to do here. All right, so here we go. Herbert's going to line up under center here. You've got one back in the backfield so far in this game. He's 18 of 22, 214 yards and a touchdown. He hands it to Austin Eckler. Austin finds a hole. Austin gets the first down. Austin picked up 12 yards on the carry there. Takes it all the way to the Pittsburgh 17-yard line here in the third quarter. 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Chargers got the lead, 17-10, and they have the football right now. Moving it down the field so far in this drive, 5 plays, 53 yards. About 2 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock in terms of time of possession. All right, so here they go. They're going to line up here. Let's see. Looks like they're going to line up in the shotgun here. All right, they're in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 tight end towards the bottom. Let's see. He takes the snap. He throws it to the back at the backfield. Back makes the first guy miss. Second guy miss. Third guy miss. Fourth guy miss. He takes it to the end zone. Wow, look at that. All the Steelers he left in the dust on his way to the end zone. Austin Eckler with the 17-yard reception and caps off a 6-play, 70-yard drive with 3 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock in terms of time of possession. Wow, this looks like a team that's playing with a lot more juice in their step than they've been playing with lately. They came out ready for this Sunday night matchup, and the offense scores again. This was their 4th drive of the game, and the 4th time they put points on the board. This time, it's their 3rd touchdown of the game. But look at Austin Eckler go out there. He was making guys miss left and right. PAT attempt is coming up, and it is good. All right, so the Chargers now up by 2 touchdowns. 24-10. They scored in their opening drive coming out the half here, and they made quick work of it also. So we're going to see what the Steelers can do here with their first drive coming out of the half here. They're going to have to respond, but at some point, the defense is going to have to find a way to stop the Chargers from moving the ball the way that they're moving the ball in this one. So let me go ahead and catch up on the comments here. Let's see. Mike says Syracuse University. Freeney, there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Tim says he's retired. Okay, hope you're enjoying it. And let's see. Mike says, where is old man? And so that's a good question. He's probably still celebrating the Pats, Mike. He's probably still celebrating the Pats right now, knowing old man. Let's see. Mike says, that's how I like my edge rusher to hit Herbert blindside. And so there you go. Let's see. Tim says, I'm a Steelers fan. You say I hate the Cowboys. I hope the Raiders win. I used to live in Oakland back in the 70s. Wouldn't live there now, though. And so, oh, man, okay, so back in the 70s, hey, that was a rough time right there in terms of just being against the Raiders. I mean, my goodness. Talk about some of the historically great Raiders. 70s, those time frames, absolutely. Now, the Raiders now, I mean, the Raiders right now, they look like they've lost their best friend right now. I'm not going to lie. Just looking at Derek Carr go out there, turn the ball over left and right. I mean, I don't know what he's doing out there. I mean, you got a guy like Darren Waller out there, but yet you repeatedly refuse to take advantage of him. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders system right now, but they clearly miss a lot of pieces right now that they had to start off the season. Clearly. But I feel you there. Let's see. Mike says Roger Staubach, the GOAT. And so that's what Mike says. Okay. Mike says short, beautiful Herbert pass. And so Mike says, Terry Bradshaw, I'm trying to get at his money. And so Mike's still on that everlasting crest. And let's see. Mike says, Tim, you like Bubby Blister. And so let's see. Mike says, not wrapping up, JB. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because Austin, I mean, I know he's got some great agility to him right there, but yeah, you got to wrap up. There's no reason why four professional athletes couldn't bring down one man on the play. Mike says, oh, that Chargers fan on TV just yelled in your face to a Steelers fan beef. And so, oh, yeah. I imagine that after this game, we're going to probably see some type of video or something like that with a couple fans catching each other after the game. Absolutely. And so, Coach Dante, yeah, what's good? Hey, I'm just enjoying the game right now. I'm hoping that the Steelers can go ahead and, score a touchdown. I want to see a close game in this one. Regardless of who wins, I want to see a close game down to the wire. Finish in this one. That's what I'm hoping for in this. Absolutely. Coach Dante, I regret to ask this, but I haven't checked the score myself because when I looked, the Lakers were losing. Please tell me the Lakers did not go out there and take another L tonight. Please let me know that. Meanwhile, the kickoff on the way, and it is not going to be returned. So the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25 here. Coming out. Now, when the Steelers scored their last touchdown, that was about a good 10 points ago. It was 14-10. But now I feel like the Chargers have had the football, and they finally get the football back, and they're down 24-10. So Big Ben has got to go back there, find a way to lead this team to the promised land again and get them into the end zone here. He's got to find a way to keep this one close. Because the way the Chargers are moving the ball, you don't want to give them the football back without scoring. That's one thing you don't want. But we're going to have 3 wide receivers on the play. We're going to have a tight end, and we're going to have a back in the backfield here, Najee Harris. Big Ben up under center. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, fakes to the back. Big Ben's looking. Throws to the tight end, the rookie tight end that one is, and he gets maybe a good 2 yards out of pure effort on the play. A good 2 yards. And so let's see. Again, right now the Chargers lead this one 24-10, but the Steelers have the football facing the 2nd and 8 from their own 27-yard line right now. Let's see. Mike says, man, Texans, big win over the Titans. Hey, that was big. And it's like I told 80s when 80s had commented on one of my posts. I said, in a game like that, that's normally the game where Derrick Henry, if he was playing, he would have gone for about 150, 200 yards on the ground and then about 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns because he's known to do that at least one time out the year against the Houston Texans. So they severely missed him in that particular game. Meanwhile, Najee Harris, no gain on the carry. So now we're looking at 3rd and 8 from the Steelers' 27-yard line. This is a very important third down, I feel like, right here in the third quarter. You don't want to get the ball back to a team that's red hot right now. You got to find a way, Big Ben, to get this first down for the Steelers. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. Big Ben in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back next to him. The Chargers, they're showing a little bit of pressure here. Let's see if they actually do send some pressure or not. They actually do send 5. Big Ben throws it, and it's incomplete. Claypool had it in his hand, but the defensive back was able to knock it out. That's the rookie Asante Samuel Jr. That was the guy who I was very high on, him and Patrick Surtain in the backfield, but especially Asante Samuel Jr. Since I know a little something about watching his father play for the Patriots when he played back in the day. But, yeah, absolutely. That was a big-time drop right there. Although the defensive back had a lot to do with that. And so now the Steelers are going to have to punt the ball to the Chargers. If the Steelers are going to get back in this one, they're going to need their defense to step up at some point in this game. Punts on the way. Let's see if we're going to return. There will be a return. Okay. He ended up actually maybe losing the yard there out of bounds there at the Chargers' 26-yard line. So the Chargers will take over here 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They lead this one 24-10 here in the third quarter with 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Let's see. Mike says can't spell Lakers without that big L, JB. And so very funny. Let's see. Coach Dante says, no, they came back and won. Are you serious? You serious, Coach Dante? Wow, that is big time right there. I appreciate that. I'm glad I asked. And so let's see. Michael C., thank you so much for coming through, buddy. Glad to have you here. And so you say your Bears blew it today. Oh, man, I thought the Bears were going to do it, man. I thought they were going to do it, but they ended up letting the Ravens off the hook. They had their opportunity, though. but they was not able to capitalize. When Andy Dalton came in, though, he looked pretty good. Trying to do the most of what he could considering the situation there. But definitely hoping the best for Justin Fields there. I know he got the rib injury, and I'm hoping that it's not nothing that's going to keep him out for a long time. As each and every game he's able to play as a rookie is going to go a long way towards his development later on in the NFL. But absolutely, man, that was a tough one. Let's see. Mike says, Michael, we will settle this Thanksgiving Day. And so there you go. And so Mike says, they don't got King Henry. Yeah, Derrick Henry, he is going to be out. If he does come back at some point, we're probably going to be very close to the playoffs by then. That's if he does come back at some point. But yeah, no King Henry. That is why they've been, but yeah, with old man AP, yeah, he's been back there. I think they've been using guys like Foreman and stuff in terms of in the backfield. But in terms of how exactly did Adrian Peterson do today? That is the big question right there. How did old man Peterson do today? I'm looking it up right now to see how he did because I know you want to know how AP did today. Couldn't have been that great, though, because, yeah, that scored, yeah. I think, okay, so Adrian Peterson today, he had 9 carries for 40 yards. So he averaged 4.4 yards a carry in that game. Obviously, with them trailing as much as they were trailing by late in the game, they had to get away from the ground game. But the fact that he was averaging a good 4.4 yards on a carry, that's a good sign right there for Peterson. I still think he's got some goal line value to him. If you play in fantasy football and in a deep league, about 16 teams like myself, then definitely he has some, value when it comes to that. But I wouldn't want to have to rely on that in fantasy football at all. At all. But here we go. Back to from commercial here. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Let's see. We've got 5 wide here. So no backs in the backfield in the shotgun here. Austin Eckler goes in motion. 3 receivers towards the top. Herbert takes a snap. He throws a quick one. That's Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, he's going. Picks up about a good 7-8 yards on the completion. Takes it all the way to the Chargers' 34-yard line. This will be 2nd and 2 coming up. So, yeah, Mike, he had 9 carries for 40 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2. Herbert is shotgun again. No backs in the backfield. You've got 5 wide, so they're trying to spread out the defense here. Herbert takes a snap. Herbert's looking. He throws it quick to Keenan Allen again. He picks up 5 yards and a first down for the Chargers. 1st and 10 for the Chargers' own 39-yard line again. So another first down for this offense. They've been able to move the ball, whether it's through the air, whether it's on the ground. They've just been looking really good so far in this game. This is the Chargers team that we saw early in the season. But, of course, they got a little cold, but sometimes that happens. You got to be able to bounce back, though, and it looks like they're bouncing back right now. Let's see if the Steelers defense can bounce back and reclaim that Steelers defense that has that reputation of stopping people. Herbert takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Herbert's looking. He has the rush there, so he's just going to dump it off to the receiver who was near him, and the receiver ends up picking up a good 6 yards on the play. So it looked like he was going to be sacked on the play. He saw a guy next to him, went ahead and tossed it to him, and it ended up picking him up 6 yards on the play. Haywood was the guy that had a hand on Justin Herbert. Let's see, Coach says, yep, it was a very big win. Tannehill, he stunk. We competed the whole season on the defensive side of the ball. It's just the offense couldn't put up points. There you go. Here we go, 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the top of the screen, fake it to the back. Those are Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, he's going to get the first down and then some, picks up 7 yards on the reception. And at this point, if you're the defensive back, good luck trying to stop Keenan Allen once he gets into the zone. There is arguably, in my opinion, he's definitely top 3 when he gets into the zone like that. Once you start getting into football, he's like an almost entirely different wide receiver. Extremely hard to stop. He's a guy that can get you 11, 13, 15 receptions when he gets into the zone. All right, here you go, 1st and 10. This time they've got a fullback. They got a back in the backfield. The back is Roundtree. Got a couple tight ends here, 1 receiver. They hand it to the back, Roundtree, and Roundtree's looking. He sees a hole, and he's running. He's still running, man, all the way down. Let's see. If there is a flag, though. There is a flag. So, that was too clean a hole. I'm not going to lie. That was too clean a hole. Somebody had to hold on that play because that hole was just too wide. Too wide. They could have fit an SUV through that, man. That was just too wide a hole on that left side. So, it's an offensive holding call there. back them up 10 yards there. They were doing so great on that drive there, but that was definitely a hold on that one. Offensive lines do not open up holes that big at this level. I don't care how good you are. So now we've got 1st and 20 from the Chargers, 42-yard line there. They're going to be backed up a good 10 additional yards on that one. So let's see how they go about trying to pick up the first down now that they're facing 1st and 20. Again, we're in the third quarter. The Chargers lead this one 24-10. Justin Herbert's in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. Herbert takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught again by Palmer. Look at that. Palmer picks up 17 of the 20 yards that they need, and now they're facing 2nd and 3 from the Steelers' 41-yard line. There's a saying out there that says you cannot let a team both run and pass on you. You've got to stop at least one. And right now, that's hard to say that they're doing that right now because the Chargers, they're passing the ball very good. They're still able to run the ball right now. Steelers have got to find a way to stop this right now before it's too late. But here we go, 2nd and 3. Herbert's going to be up under center here. Let's see, we've got a tight end. We've got 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap, going to hand it to the back. Eckler cuts, and he's going to end up losing yards on the play. Defensive back made a tackle there, lost his helmet, but ended up bringing him back a loss of 2 yards. Now we're looking at 3rd and 5 at the Steelers' 43-yard line, and maybe that's just what they need, a little energy out there to get these guys going here on 3rd and 5. So let's see what's going to happen. So far tonight, the Chargers have not been denied any points each possession. Can the Steelers do something here to cause a different result, or will the Chargers continue to have their way on this drive? So far, this drive, 6 plays, 31 yards. Let's see what happens here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter, facing 3rd and 5 out of the shotgun. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers send 4. The pressure's getting to him. Herbert's going to run again. He has a first down. Look at him go. He picked it up there. That's at least about a good 8-yard pickup there. I'm sorry, about a good 13 yards there. And there is a penalty. Let's see what they're going to call. There's a penalty on the play. Ooh, this might be against the Steelers. All right, so they call defensive holding against number 20 of the defense there. And so, yeah, if you're Mike Tomlin right now, you have got the biggest headache ever right now. This is not what you expect of your defense. But, yeah, defensive holding is the call. So now we're looking at a 1st and 10 at about the 25-yard line of the Steelers. Again, the score right now at the Chargers 24, Steelers 10. We're here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Herbert up under center. Guy goes in motion. They hand it to Palmer. Palmer on the end around. And he ends up getting about a good 4 yards on the carry there. Takes it all the way to the Pittsburgh 21-yard line. So far in this drive, 8 plays, 53 yards, about 4 minutes and 30 seconds in terms of time of possession so far in this one. Let's see, Tim says, I'm not a big fan of LeBron James. He does not dedicate to a team, always jumping around Cleveland. You're right, Cleveland, LA, Cleveland, Miami as well. I'm right there with you in terms of that. Now, I'm a fan of what he's done for, like, the community and stuff like that. I do like him off the field and stuff like that. But in terms of just – off the court. I'm in football mode here. But in terms of for my Lakers, no, I have been anti-LeBron for, like, the longest. And then he joined my Lakers, so I put up with it. But here you go, Mike Williams. He picks up a couple yards there, picks up about 3 yards on the reception there. So here we go, 3rd and 4 coming up at the Pittsburgh 18-yard line. If you're the Steelers here, if you're trying your best to try to get some type of turnover here, because that's honestly the outcome that you would need to bring some life into this game here, some type of turnover. But, hey, for the Chargers here, 3rd and 4 at the Steelers 18-yard line, everything is working so far. Keep doing what you're doing if you're the Chargers. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4 out of the shotgun. 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. Keenan Allen motions towards the bottom. So now we got trips towards the bottom of the screen. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers sending 4. Herbert's going to run again. He's at the 10, the 5. Oh, he took a hit there at about the 2-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is going to be there. This was going to come back. All right, so they call offensive holding. So holding calls are becoming a theme here on this drive for the Chargers. Going to back them up here. So now after the penalty, now we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. Again, the Chargers lead this one 24-10. They're driving the ball here. We're in the third quarter, about 3 minutes and about 50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. I'm sorry, about 4 minutes left to go. But here we go, 3rd and 13. The Chargers have had 10 penalties against them for 65 yards. Steelers have only had 5 against them for 24 yards. Herbert in the shotgun, takes a snap. Steelers in 4. He throws it to the back, and the back lets the ball go through his hand. Even if he caught it, odds are he does not get the first down there. So the Chargers will have to settle for a field goal attempt on this one. If you're the Steelers, you're really rooting hard that they missed this field goal here. And you're going to need the offense to go out there and get some type of points on this next drive. The defense is starting to look a little tired out there. They're getting moved around off the ball and stuff. I mean, other than the penalties, that's really the only thing that's stopping the Chargers here. But they're going to go for another field goal attempt. This is a 46-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if it'll be good. Hopkins kicks it, and it is. Oh, what an ugly-looking kick that was. An ugly-looking kick, but there's a penalty. There's a penalty. There's a penalty. Let's see what they call. Wow, so once again, Sutton is guilty with another penalty there for the Steelers. They called him earlier, and this time, oh, man, that is a defensive offsides on him. He was offsides, and that absolutely, you got to hate that if you're the Steelers, because now you just had to miss the field goal, and now you get another chance to get 3 points. You never want to bail them out, and you really cannot afford to be giving away 3 points right now at this point in the game here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 41-yard field goal attempt now. Let's see if Hopkins can make this. Kick is up. And this one much better. It is good. So the Chargers extend the lead now to a 3-possession game. They're up 27-10 here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here. Again, Chargers up 27-10. Steelers will get the football when we come back from commercial. And so let's see. Tim says, I'm not a big – okay, I already said that one all right. Let's see. Mike says, that's another good reason to listen to you over TV, JB, Chris Collinsworth. And so I appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that. Let's see. Coach says, and we made Ryan Tannehill look like he doesn't even belong in the league. I'm impressed with this team and this defense and Tyrod Taylor running those 2 touchdowns. And so, hey, I saw Tyrod go up there that one time. I was a little concerned about him getting down after that one, but, hey, I said Tyrod can go out there like that. You know, I need to hit the gym hard like that, like Tyrod's hitting the field out there. Absolutely. And so, Pickles Army, thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. How's it going? How's it going? And so let me know who you got winning this one, but glad to hear from you. Glad to hear from you. Let me know who you got. Well, obviously, it looks like the Chargers right now, but hey, if you're a Steelers fan, let me know that as well, you know, but appreciate you for coming through. Glad to have you and hope you're having a great Sunday. Also, let me know your favorite NFL team as well. And again, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you press the thumbs up button as well. Appreciate you guys for coming out and joining me here for Sunday Night Football, guys. And this NFL season could not be any crazier with the standings. I mean, they switch so much from week to week right now. It is absolutely crazy, guys. And so let's see. Annis joins the stream. Thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you here. Hope all is going well with you. Hope you're having a great day and that you're enjoying the game. And definitely let me know if you got a team that you're rooting for in this one. Let's see. Coach says, yep, I'm for real. They came back and won. Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis had a big fourth quarter. And so, hey, it's good to hear some positive news from Russ for a change. And so let's see. Army says, hi, my Jeff. And so there you go. There you go. And so I got this. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. 80 says, oh, man, JB, I mean AP. I saw that, 80s. I saw that. I was going to let that one go, 80s. I wasn't going to call you out for that one. I know you're still celebrating for what your Eagles did. Wasn't going to call that one out. Let's see. Mike says, haven't seen old man. And so, yeah, old man, I'm telling you, he's still celebrating right now from last Thursday with the Pats. I'm telling you that. He's still celebrating. Guarantee it. Let's see. The Cleveland Clown says, what happened? You have 45 likes now and you got 7 likes while YouTube is messed up. I honestly do think it's a YouTube glitch at this point, but hey, I appreciate everybody that did leave a thumbs up and stuff, and make sure that you guys are subscribed as well. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, from time to time, YouTube will make mistakes like that. But here you go. All right, so the kickoff's on the way. So the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Matter of fact, Cleveland, they've done that to me at least the last 3 or 4 streams I have noticed. They'll start off with a high number, and then it'll gradually just continue to go down from there. All right, so here we go. Let's see. This will be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Steelers. The Steelers need to score a touchdown on this drive. Absolutely have to. All right, so here we go. Big Ben in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it to the back. Najee Harris across the middle. Harris picks up about a good 2 yards on the reception. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Steelers' 27-yard line. You see, Mike says, JB, you Texans, you got another year with Tyrod. Look at another position in the draft. And yeah, if I'm the Texans, I would definitely stick with Tyrod next year. Honestly, I wouldn't draft quarterback right now. I'd probably just go ahead and improve the rest of the team, because quite honestly, there's not a quarterback out there that I really want if I'm looking for a quarterback next year. Meanwhile, Big Ben takes a snap, throws it to the back, and all right, so he falls about a good 2 yards shy of the first down here. So we're going to be looking at 3rd and 2. He picked up 6 yards on the reception there. So 3rd and 2 from the Steelers' own 33-yard line here in the 3rd quarter with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Chargers are winning by 17, 27-10. Steelers desperately need to pick up this 1st down and find a way to get some big plays. We saw earlier he was able to hit Claypool on a deep pass. They need a big play. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Big Ben out of the shotgun. You've got trips towards the top of the screen, 1 receiver towards the bottom. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers send 4. He's going to throw it there. Look at Claypool. And look at Claypool still going. Let's see, he gets tackled at about the 39-yard line of the Chargers. He picked up 28 yards. That's what I'm talking about. You need big plays like that if you're going to come back in the game for the Steelers here. You need to score this touchdown and try to get this touchdown before the end of the 3rd quarter, ideally. And you're going to need your defense. You are going to need your defense from here on out to start making some stops. But if you're the Steelers, first thing first, try to get a touchdown. All right, here we go again in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and Najee Harris is in next to Big Ben. Again, 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it is caught by Dante Johnson. Picks up about 5 yards there. Short across the middle. So 2nd and 5 coming up there at the Chargers' 34-yard line. The Steelers moving with a little bit more sense of urgency here. Big Ben directing traffic here. Making sure everybody understands what's going on. 1 minute 25 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben takes a snap. They're going to hand it to the back here. Najee Harris trying to get the first there, but an excellent tackle there. He wanted to bounce it outside there, but it was a great tackle right there by Asante Samuel Jr. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Steelers at the Chargers' 31-yard line. In my opinion, they're definitely in 4-down territory right now. You're down 17 right now. You play to win the game. If I'm the Steelers, you're going all in to score a touchdown on this drive. Here we go, 3rd and 2 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben making adjustments on the line here. There's 5 seconds left on the play clock here, 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Najee Harris. Najee Harris stiff arms the guy, but he's brought down, and yeah, he's going to pick up 7 yards all the way to the Chargers' 24-yard line. So far on this drive, 6 plays, 51 yards. And so we'll see if they'll take another play here before this quarter runs out. 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun, 1 tight end, 3 receivers, 1 running back. Chargers showing pressure. There's only 2 seconds left. They're going to snap it here. He wants to try to score before the end of this quarter. He's going to dump it down to the tight end, Eric Ebron, and he gets brought down by Joey Bosa after picking up a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter here. They're going to be facing 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 23-yard line when we come back here to start the 4th quarter. Big Ben clearly not pleased with the performance so far in this one. So we're at the end of the third quarter here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a recap of the stats real quick before I get back to the comments here. I mean, again, the Chargers are leading 27-10. Steelers with the football right now, facing 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 23-yard line. But so far tonight, Big Ben, he's 18 of 25 passing the ball, 172 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He has not been sacked tonight. Justin Herbert, 24 of 29, 271 yards through the air, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. He's been sacked 1 time in this one. He's also scrambled the ball in this one a good amount of times, 5 carries, 57 yards on the ground, averaging 11.4 yards a carry, and his longest run of the night has been 18 yards for Justin Herbert on the ground. Speaking of the Chargers on the ground, Austin Eckler, he's got 7 carries for 38 yards. He's also got a rushing touchdown as well, averaging 5.4 yards a carry in this one. As a team, they have 17 carries for 109 yards. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, Najee Harris, 11 carries, 38 yards in this one. And as a team, they've got 16 carries and 56 yards. And let's see, Mike says, what do you do, Coach? And so, yeah, that's a good question, Coach. What do you do with the Texans in the draft and the first pick next year? Let's see, Mike says, JB need to email YouTube, find out what happens to his thumbs. Hey, I definitely do need to. I know one time they were playing with my subscriber count, so had to reach out to him about that. And so 80 says an SUV, really? And so I'm telling you, let's see. Coach says, I don't know what they're going to do with Tyrod Taylor, but we're going to see what they do. I just can't answer if they're going to keep them next year. It just depends on how they feel about him. I honestly feel like Coach Dante, he has shown me, I mean, obviously coming back from the injury, I'm not going to hold the game before this one against him, but he shows me he can make the throws we need to make as a team. I'm just talking about for the Houston Texans right now, get some more receivers to help Brandon Cooks out. Nico Collins, hopefully take that next lead. Continue to build that offensive line, secure the offense and the defense. Just build the rest of the team so when you do decide to take a quarterback, whether it be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you'll have a team, a solid team around him. That's the approach I would take if I was the Houston Texans and stuff like that. I know they were busy in free agency last year, so we'll just see what they go with from that. But that's just what I'm thinking. I wouldn't draft the quarterback because there's no quarterback that I think can come in next year and be the man moving forward. Is my opinion there on the Houston Texans. Well, just the draft coming up. But here we go, coming back here, guys. 2nd and 9. So we're returning back from the commercial here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. This is big here for the Steelers. 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Chargers have 4 guys on the line. Big Ben's looking. He throws it. It's caught by Washington. Great job by Washington to turn around quick enough to locate that ball because Big Ben threw that ball. Nice timing route on that one to throw it right when your receiver turns around for the football. Picks up 6 yards on the completion. So now we're looking at 3rd and 4. I'm sorry, 5 yards on the completion. Looking at 3rd and 4. Again, we're at the early stages of the 4th quarter here at 14 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. Chargers are up 27-10 in this one. But Big Ben and the Steelers, they are currently at the 18-yard line trying to get a score here. They're in the shotgun formation. 5 wide now, so no backs in the backfield to help with protection. The Chargers, they're showing potential blitz here. They send 4. Big Ben throws it, and it's tipped at the line. It is tipped at the line. What a nice tip there by the Chargers. Now we're facing 4th and 4. What will the Steelers do? It's a 3-possession game, but your defense hasn't looked great so far. The offense really could use a touchdown. Will you go with the 3 points now and just ask your defense to make a stand? It looks like they're going to go with the field goal attempt here. 36 yards. Chris Boswell, let's see if he can connect. Let's see, kick is up, and it's down the middle. It is good. All right, so the Steelers, they've got 13 points now, so it's back to a 2-possession game. Chargers lead this one 27-13. And when we come back from commercial, the Chargers will get the football once again here in the early stages of the 4th quarter with 14 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. We've seen some crazy comebacks here on this stream. Will we be in play for another crazy one? We'll have to find out one out for sure. Coach says, but he's a very good veteran leader in the locker room. It just depends on how the front office value him if he can go another year. And so I think you bring up the most important part, Coach. He's definitely a good veteran leader out there. And so that's going to be, I think, a heavy factor when you have to look at it next year. Go with that one. Hey, you already drafted Davis Mills this year. I know he's not projected to be the guy, but you've got a young guy that you can continue to develop. You've got a veteran quarterback in there. The offense responds well to him. I just think that's a good move right there to stick with him next year, considering the options that will be available. Let's see, Mike says, not sure the quarterback answer in the draft for you next year. And so, yeah, I don't think that's the case. And so Michael says, don't like this year's quarterback class as much as last year's. Maybe just me, but no clear first-round quarterback. I would not take any of those quarterbacks in the first round if I'm a GM. I wouldn't do it. Now, Malik Willis, he strikes me as a prospect. And for me, prospect means 3 years, 2 years for sure, sitting behind a quarterback. And then the third year, maybe we see where he's at. But even then, I wouldn't want to waste the first-round pick on a prospect no more. I wouldn't want to do that. Not this year. So if you're a team that needs a quarterback, go out there and acquire one via free agency this year. If a guy falls to you that you like later in the draft, like for me, third round or later, then yeah, now we have that conversation. But I'm not wasting the first round pick when there's a lot of other positions that you can acquire and get out there. Let's see. Coach says, well, I'm not the front office, so I can't tell you what they're going to do with what route they're going to go but if they feel like a quarterback will work. And so I just don't see a quarterback in the draft that's going to do it. And I don't think a free agent quarterback is going to be swayed to come to Houston this offseason. Not of the available ones, not a big time one. Let's see, Mike says, I'm cashing it in. Hope everyone in the nation scores. Okay, so I appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, you have a good night. Appreciate you for coming through. Take care, man. Thank you so much for coming through for the stream, man. I know you got work in the morning, so I appreciate you for coming through. Have a good night. See you next time. And again, anybody that is watching, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. So when I do set up these live streams, you will be notified of it. Have notification bells turned on. I also do some sports content as well in terms of just sport news as well. I'm a lot more busy during the off season. Believe that. I post up to like 22 videos one time. But yeah, definitely do make sure you are subscribed to the channel. All right, so kickoff on the way. So now the Chargers are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And again, the next stream is going to be Monday Night Football. It's going to be the Giants and the Chiefs for Monday Night Football. That will be the next stream that I do. Coach says, then they're going to pull the trigger. They feel like they love a quarterback that they see that they can develop. Let's see, Mike says, I like Willis, but he will need a year to develop. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to hand it to Austin Eckler. And Eckler gets a good 5 yards on the carry. All right, 2nd and 5 coming up from the Chargers' 30-yard line. 14 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Chargers are up 27-13 in this one. They're up by 2 touchdowns in this one. All right, again, right now, 13 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. All right, so right now the play clock is about at 5 seconds here. Herbert's going to be up under center here. Got a tight end, got a fullback. Going to hand it to the back again. Austin Eckler gets tripped up, picks up about a good 3 yards on the carry. So let's see, 3rd and short coming up here. Ball at about the 32-yard line of the Chargers. So if you're the Steelers here, you have got to find a way to get a stop right here. If you can get a stop right here, if you're the Steelers, you give yourself plenty of time to drive down there, get a touchdown, and make it a one-possession game. Meanwhile, if you're the Chargers, you already know what you got to do. Keep doing what you've been doing all game long. Herbert takes a snap out the shotgun. Herbert went deep, but there was 2 guys in the area, incomplete. So they're going to have to punt the ball here. So we're going to see the punter for the first time tonight from the Chargers here. Now, if you're Big Ben, that possession right there just gave you some hope, just gave you some life that the defense got to stop, and now you guys get the football back with a chance to make it a one-score game if the offense does its job. So now we'll look and see where the Steelers will be starting off with the football. All right, punts on the way. Let's see if we're going to get a return here by the Steelers. All right, we will get a return here by McLeod, and he goes, let's see, still on his feet here. Takes it all the way to about the 32-yard, about the 31-yard line. There is a flag on the ground, though. Again, the Chargers lead this one 27-13. Here in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Chargers punt the ball for the first time today. And let's see what this penalty is on, who this penalty is going to be on. Referees are currently discussing whether or not this is going to be a flag. Meanwhile, while they're talking, let's go ahead and get caught up on some of these comments here. Let's see, Coach says, well, it just depends on who they get, man. If they see a quarterback that the Houston Texans like, then, hey, I guess they're going to pick them if they decide to roll with Tyrod Taylor. So Coach says it doesn't matter to him as long as the team makes the right decision. All right, so both penalties are going to offset. You got a guy running out of bounds. You got an illegal block above the waist as well. So these penalties are going to offset on the play. So now we get to run this one back. Let's see, Coach says, then, hey, I'm going to continue to support this team. And so that's one thing I will say, guys, for sure. Coach Dante is extremely loyal to his Houston Texans. No doubt about that. 80 says, there wasn't a receiver in the state. That's why you can't drive an SUV through it. Oh, wow, look at that, a block punt. A block punt. Can the Steelers get it? Oh, man, what a play that was. Wow. Talk about a turn of events. So all of a sudden, you have two penalties that offset each other, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers have first and goal after the block punt. If you're the Chargers, you hate the fact that your only punt at the game is going to be a block punt. Wow, talk about special teams coming through for you. That is huge. So now the Steelers will take over. They need about a good 3 yards to get into the end zone. What an excellent block. He tried his best to get to the football and pick it up to get into the end zone. Wow. Let's see. 80 says, JB is calling OT. Hey, you say it, 80s, but we're about to see. Let's see if the Steelers can get into the end zone here. First and goal. They're going 5 wide here. All right, tight end goes in motion. Big Ben in the shotgun. Going to take the snap. Chargers send about 6. Big Ben had to throw it quickly. Incomplete. He was aiming for Najee Harris towards the left side of the goal line. Incomplete. Second goal. They need 3 yards here. If I'm the offensive coordinator, we're not getting cute or nothing like that. We're going to go out there and try to punch him in the mouth. If I'm the offensive coordinator, we're going to try to run the ball. That would be the best thing. Just go ahead. Heck, if we got a quarterback sneaking and catch him off guard, whatever it takes. But don't try to get too cute with it to where you start throwing these incompletions. You start losing yards, get a sack or something like that. Just keep it simple. But here we go, second and goal. We got the heavy formation now. Let's see what they're going to call. Heavy formation, one back in the backfield. Multiple tight ends, couple receivers. They're going to hand it to Claypool and end the route. My goodness, they saw that coming from a mile away. So the Steelers actually lost 2 yards on the play. So here we go, third and goal, 5 yards away from the end zone. They're moving in the wrong direction. They got to get into the end zone here. This is a must score. The special teams gave you a gift. You have to cash in on that gift card at this point of the game. You have to be able to finish into the end zone. Big Ben's looking like, I don't know what you expect to happen on that play. That's exactly the facial expression he's making. I don't know what you expected, offensive coordinator. It was a terrible call. But here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Claypool goes in motion. Big Ben in the shotgun. Third and goal. Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's deflected again. Wow. How many times are we going to see this on third down where Big Ben has a man and it's deflected? Big Ben's like, no. He's like, no. He is very frustrated. And the Steelers, they understand the situation, guys. You got to go for the touchdown, man. You have to go for the touchdown. Great job by the Chargers, though. I will say that getting a hand up and getting the incompletion here. But let's see, 4th and goal. 4th and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line. Can Big Ben come through, or will they waste the opportunity the special teams gave them? In the shotgun, Claypool goes in motion. We've got 3 receivers here, the tight end. Big Ben takes a snap. He throws it across the middle. Incomplete or intercepted. Either way, this is going to be Chargers football. There's a penalty, though. There's a penalty. They threw a penalty. Let's see what this is going to be. They called a penalty. What they called on the defense there? Ooh, oh, that's definitely on the defense, buddy. That's definitely on the defense. Ah, man, what a timely pass interference call there in the gate. What was potentially an interception there. And wow, big break right there. Huge break. Huge break. And so now let's see what's the call going to be. All right, here we go. First and goal. Big Ben's going to be up on the center. We got a fullback. We got a back in the back for Najee Harris. We got multiple tight ends here. I say just go ahead, get big with him. Big Ben takes a snap, heads to Najee Harris. Najee Harris goes airborne, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers. There's no debating that. That's a touchdown on the play for Pittsburgh. So, wow, after the penalty that came in the clutch, after the special teams effort, it took a lot to get to this point. But look at this. We have a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the game. So hold your horses. This one is not done by a long shot. By a long shot. All right, so right now it's 27-19. The PAT attempt is up, and it's right down the middle. Picture perfect. 27-20. That's the score. Look at that. It's funny how the first time the Steelers, they're able to get a stop defensively, it results in them getting great field position, and then they're able to capitalize and get into the end zone here. That's exactly what the doctor ordered on that one. So Big Ben and company scored a touchdown. The score is Chargers 27, Steelers 20. And this one in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in this one. So far in this game, I'll start with Big Ben. He's 19 of 29, 177 yards. Average, he's about 6.1 yards of completion in terms of yards per completion there. And he's got one touchdown, no interception, still has not been sacked at all. That is great news right there for the Steelers. Justin Herbert, 24 of 30, 271 yards, 2 passing touchdowns in this one. He's averaging 9 yards of completion there. He's been sacked only one time. The offense has only been shut down just one time in this game, and it just so happened that it was altered in the punt being blocked that set up this touchdown for the Steelers. So now the Steelers, they got a lot more confidence now. They feel a lot more better. We're going to see this defense can get after the Chargers here, or if the Chargers can continue to move the ball against the Steelers. What all we know is it's going to be a good one. And once we come back from commercial, we're going to find out exactly where the Chargers will be starting off with the football here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see, 80 says, JB is calling OTA 80s. It's not so crazy now, right? It's not so crazy now. It might actually. You never know. You never know. Let's see, Michael says, Thanksgiving live stream. Correct. That is correct. I will be live streaming. It'll be the third game, so it'll be the Saints versus the Bills. I will be live streaming that one on Thanksgiving. So if you do find yourself with some availability during Thanksgiving, do feel free to come through Thursday for that stream, because I will be live streaming still on Thanksgiving. I'll keep my regular schedule. So you'll see me again for Monday Night Football, and then you'll see me on Thanksgiving for the last and final game where we'll see the Bills versus the Saints play off in that one. Let's see, 80 says, I didn't think JB would do a stream on Turkey Day. I heard he's having Thanksgiving with Spencer Rattler. 80s, you heard incorrect. You heard incorrect. The good old Spence. I couldn't trust him to hold the turkey, man. I couldn't trust him to hold the turkey. So 80s, they absolutely. Absolutely, guys. But here we go. What a game it's been. I mean, the Chargers came out first half, and I'm not going to lie, they really dominated. But here, we're seeing the Steelers get things going here. And, hey, the Steelers look like they've arrived. But the only we're going to know for sure is that the defense continues to make some plays here. It's going to be up to the defense. Kickoff is on the way. Will there be a return? No return. So the Chargers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Justin Herbert, he's had a tremendous day out there. 2 passing touchdowns, 271 yards through the air, 24 of 30 out there passing the ball. I mean, he's even got he's even got a total of 5 carries for 57 yards as well in this one. So he's been doing whatever it takes to move the ball, and he's got to do a lot more to keep moving the ball in this one as the Steelers are growing confident more and more. Somebody give that Steelers special teams coordinator a raise. Herbert up under center, one back in the backfield, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Herbert throws it to the tight end there. Let's see. Tight end makes a move. He gets the first down, picks up 11 yards on the reception, takes it all the way to the Chargers' 36-yard line. So here we go. Let's see. Fourth quarter, 11 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here. They're going to be facing 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line for the Chargers. Again, the Steelers defense made a stop last time. Let's see if they can do the same thing here. Chargers have 394 yards total of offense so far in this one. But here we go out of the shotgun. Mike Williams goes in motion. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers send 4. Herbert throws it, and it is incomplete. He tried to hit Jared Cook across the middle. That would have been a first down if he would have caught it, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, the score is 27-20. Chargers have the lead. Chargers have the football here, and the Chargers are facing a 2nd and 10. Here, let's see what they do from their own 36-yard line. Let's see. Jared Cook looks like he's a little shaken up with his hand there. 2nd and 10. Let's see. Herbert in a shotgun. You got 3 receivers, 1 running back. Takes a snap. He's looking. And it's caught right there. Okay, that's going to be a pickup of about a good 12 yards. And that's Parham with the reception. Takes it all the way to the Chargers' 48-yard line. So the Chargers, they're getting first downs here. They're moving the ball again. It's going to come down to the Steelers' defense here. Can they put the clamp down once again? Or will the Chargers get back to doing what got them the lead in the first place? I mean, he literally found a hole in the defense, got it there, worked out great for him. All right, here we go. Herbert up under center here. Keenan Allen goes in motion. You've now got 2 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Austin Eckler. Eckler still moving. Eckler gets about a good 5 yards from the carry. All right, takes it into Pittsburgh territory at their 47-yard line. So 2nd and 5 is what they're going to be facing at the Pittsburgh Steelers 47-yard line. Again, the Chargers lead this one 27-20. Fourth quarter, 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. Let's see 2nd and 5 here in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun. You've got 4 receivers on the play. Going to take the snap. Steelers send pressure. And it's incomplete. He tried to hit. I'm guessing he was aiming for Keenan Allen. That ball was extremely high if he was going for Keenan Allen. But luckily for them, that was just incomplete. That was an opportunity there for the Steelers if he did not tip that ball to be picked off. Yeah, I agree with that. If that ball was not tipped on that one, that would have been picked off by the Steelers, I believe. But now it's 3rd and 5. This is an important 3rd and 5 right here. If the Chargers get the first down, you're probably most likely going to end up with a field goal attempt on the drive. Herbert takes a snap. He's going to run. He's running, and there's nobody near him. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He takes it all the way down to about the 11-yard line before they finally bring him down. Oh, Herbert's down, and let's see. I see a Steelers player down right now. They finally get Justin Herbert off the ground. Haywood, he's letting his emotions get the best of him out there. It's time to see what's going on out there. What is this penalty going to be? But, man, what a run by Justin Herbert. He literally took off, and like nobody was around him. Ooh, unnecessary roughness. Okay, on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So tack that on as well against Haywood. That is huge right there. Not only did Justin Herbert scramble on the left side and picked up 36 yards as well, then you also enforced the ref in the unnecessary roughness as well, and you tack that on. So now the Chargers, they're 1st and goal at the Steelers' 5-yard line. So far in this drive, 6 plays, 70 yards on this one. And if you're just tuning in, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you that have supported me on this stream. And those of you guys just joining me here for this stream, it's always fun to have you guys here. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed so that you're notified of the future streams. But here we go, 1st and goal. Herbert takes a snap, hands it to Eckler. Eckler, he sees a hole, and he stumbles into the end zone for a touchdown for the Chargers. There's a touchdown, Chargers. Look at that. 7 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock. That's how you respond after giving up a touchdown there. So the Chargers have scored a touchdown. They're up 33-20, pending the PAT attempt. So, wow. I mean, they have been moving the ball over 400 yards of offense in this game. I mean, wow. What a performance here by the Chargers offense. And we've seen at times the Chargers offense has looked like this. It's just been sometimes, especially as of late, it hasn't always looked that way. Meanwhile, Hopkins' extra point is good. So the score is currently 34-20. Chargers with the lead here in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. We're going to have to look and see if the Steelers have it in them to go down there and drive it all the way down there and score a touchdown to make it a one-possession game again. The last thing you need right now is to get the ball back to the Chargers after they're already up 2 possessions here. Steelers must score a touchdown on this drive here in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Again, Chargers up by 14, 34-20 over the Steelers. And let's see, 80 says, and JB counted the Chargers out. Absolutely not, 80s. Absolutely not. Let's see, Michael says, wow. And so, yeah, Michael, look at, the Steelers, you would have thought with all the momentum from just making a stop last drive, you would at least come out there. I don't know how you let Justin Herbert scramble like that in the first place if you're the Steelers, because you should be looking for that. He already ran 5 times. And, you're making this man look like Caleb Williams out there right now at quarterback. He's just got out there going out. He's got 93 yards on the ground. Justin Herbert, 6 carries, 93 yards. He's averaging 15.5 yards on the ground. Obviously, that 36-yard run was his longest run of the night, but my goodness, he's looking great. Austin Eckler, he's got 10 carries, 50 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns in this one, averaging 5 yards a carry. Justin Herbert passing the ball 26-34, 294 yards through the air, averaging 8.6 yards completion, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, only sacked 1 time in this game. So when you let a team move the ball like that, it's hard to stop a team if you only make 1 stop throughout the entire game. So I'm looking at the Steelers defense, because if the Steelers offense can get a touchdown, make it a one-possession game again, they're really going to need the defense to really find a way to stop this team. And it starts with stopping Justin Herbert. You can't let a man throw for 300 yards and run for 100 yards on you. You can't let a man do that to you. Not if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. You just cannot let that happen. That is foreign territory for this defense. Foreign territory for this defense. They've got too much talent for that. I know a couple guys are out with injuries, but still, though, like that is a lot right there. That is a lot. But we're going to have to see what Big Ben and company can do. Big Ben, he is 19 of 29, 177 yards, 1 touchdown in this one. No interception. Still has not been sacked so far in this game. But look at it. As a team, the Steelers have 18 carries for 55 yards. Najee Harris has 12 of those carries for 39 yards and 1 rushing touchdown and all like that. His longest run of the night was 12 yards. So when you're as a team, you got 55 yards rushing. Your opponent, you're giving up 162 yards total on 22 carries, 162 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the Chargers offensively. You're letting the Chargers get 7.4 yards on the ground per carry. You cannot allow that to continue to happen. You cannot allow Justin Herbert to just continue to go and have those long runs. You just can't do it. You just can't do it if you're the Steelers and you're trying to win this game. But meanwhile, for the Chargers, though, you've got the formula of what it takes to win. Just you got to finish at this point. Just got to finish. Well, here we go in the 4th quarter. Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line once we come back again from the commercial. And again, the next stream that I will be doing will be the Monday Night Football game. That'll be the Giants and the Chiefs. So definitely make sure you guys do come out and join me for that one as well. Hopefully that'll be a good game. We'll see how it goes here. I'm sorry, the Giants and the Buccaneers. I think I said the Chiefs here. Giants and the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. So definitely we'll see if Tom Brady can end that losing streak they got going on down there in Tampa. He hasn't tasted a victory in about 3-4 weeks now, so I know he's going to be hungry for that. We'll see if Daniel Jones and the Giants can give him one more upset in his career. We'll see if that'll be possible. All right, so here we go. We're back on the field here. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Big Ben, he's got 4 receivers on the play, 1 running back. Takes a snap. The Chargers send 5. Big Ben steps up. Oh, he fumbled the ball. He got sacked, but he fumbled. He recovered his own fumble. But, man, that's going to back them up there. He lost some yards, about 9 yards moved back, actually. So now they're going to be looking at 2nd and 19 from their own 16-yard line. A nasty sack. Not how you want to start off the drive. Let's see. 80 says, JB, who has the better stadium, LA or Dallas? Ooh. Ooh, that is interesting. That's a good question right there. I'm gonna go ahead and say I like Dallas Stadium now. I really do like Dallas Stadium. Meanwhile, Big Ben throws it, and it is caught. That's a gain of about 16 yards to Claypool. Okay, nice completion there by Big Ben. 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. I like Dallas Stadium. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Dallas Stadium. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the slight edge to Dallas Stadium. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Important 3rd down here for Big Ben and company. They're lining up in the shotgun here. You got trips towards the top of the formation, 1 receiver towards the bottom. That receiver is Claypool. Big Ben's going to take the snap now. Chargers send 4. Big Ben's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by the right receiver. That's going to be a first down there, pick up of 4 yards, and that's Ray McCloud with the reception there. First down for the Steelers, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Again, 4th quarter, 7 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. Let's see what they're going to do here. Again, the score right now is Chargers 34, Steelers 20. Steelers have the football, though. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers sending 4. He's going to dump it to the back there. And that's going to be a pickup of about a good 5 yards there by Harris. But Harris is getting up slow. Najee Harris, he felt that hit. That was not the best to hit there. And so, yeah, let's see what happened there on the replay. So Najee Harris right now, definitely this is big right here for the Pittsburgh Steelers right here. He is the future of this offense. He is the present of this offense as well. And so he's very important for this offense. He can do so many things. So Najee Harris, yeah, clearly Najee Harris injured on the play, doesn't seem too happy about it. And so now we're going to go to the commercial here. So once again, we are at the commercial. Once again, we're at the commercial. And so while we're at the commercial right now, I'll go ahead and phrase a question for all of you guys that are watching right now that wants to contribute. And my question is, because I ask this each and every week, because it's always changing right now. Who is the best team in the AFC right now? Who's the best team in the NFC right now? Let me know who do you think is the best in the AFC and NFC as of right now. I mean, given all the craziness, all the madness that we've seen so far, there's so many teams you could choose from. I feel like they're all so close. But let me know who's your best in the AFC and NFC as of right now at this very moment. Let me know that in the live chat section for sure. Yes, see, meanwhile, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. I am right back here. Let's see. All right, so AD says that in the AFC, he's still rocking with the Titans, even though they lost to the Houston Texans today. He says that changes nothing. And so, okay, he's still rocking with the Titans there. Okay. And so AD says the Eagles in the NFC. So there you go. AD is a diehard Eagles fan, and so he will defend them for the life of him. He'll continue to defend those Eagles. But, hey, the Eagles, they definitely are playing way better now. And so, hey, they're a team to keep an eye out for. Because when they're one of those teams that when they get streaky, you got to know where the Eagles are and where they stand. So I appreciate your 80s for your two teams. So he says the Titans and the Eagles right now. Oh, man, looking at that replay there, I mean, my goodness. Oh, man, that's a nasty elbow to the chin right there. My goodness. All right, but here you go. 2nd and 5 there for the Steelers. Out of the shotgun, you've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers send 4. Incomplete. He tried to aim it to a tight window there. Incomplete. Pressure got to Big Ben on that one. He's starting to feel the pressure. The Chargers doing a better job of getting pressure to Big Ben. Let's see. 80 says, what are yours, JB? And so right now, I mean, it changes so much this week. I'm going to go ahead and say this week, I think Patriots in the AFC. And in the NFC, I'm still going to rock with the best team being Arizona for right now. I know they're injured, but I'm still going to rock with them for right now. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Big Ben out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, takes a snap. He throws it. It's caught by Johnson. Johnson turns on the Jets. Johnson at the 40, at the 30. Gets all the way to the 27-yard line. That's just Dante Johnson using his speed right there. Picked up a good 32 yards there. Took it all the way to the Chargers. 27-yard line. Now on this drive, 6 plays, 48 yards, 2 minutes and 12 seconds in terms of time of possession. You've got the Steelers down by 14, 34-20. But, hey, they're trying to pick things up right now and make it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Big Ben in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. The Chargers, they've got 4 guys on the line right now. Big Ben takes the snap, steps up. He's going to throw it, and it's caught by Eric Ebron. Great job getting the reception there, and they're at the 9-yard line. A pickup of 18 yards on the deep pass across the middle to Eric Ebron, the tight end there. So now you've got a 1st and goal situation from the 9-yard line of the Chargers, and this is where the Steelers, they've shown a couple of times that they've struggled into the end zone there. They've got to be able to finish in the end zone on this one. So here we go to the shotgun. You've got 3 wide receivers. You got 1 running back next to Big Ben, 1 tight end as well. Big Ben takes a snap. Chargers send 4. He throws a quick one. That's Claypool. He picks up about a good 4 yards there. So 2nd and 5 coming up here. Again, on this drive, 8 plays, 70 yards, about 3 minutes and 17 seconds in terms of time of possession on this one. Can the Steelers finish in the end zone? Let me know, you guys. Will the Steelers get a touchdown? Let me know. Let me know. And 80 says Pats, of course. And so, yeah, I mean, you realize, 80, before this week, I had yet to throw my Pats out there. But this week, I felt like looking across the board, it felt right to go ahead and throw their name out there right now, considering some of the other teams. But here we go, 2nd and goal. Big Ben in the shotgun. You've got 5 wide here. No backs in the backfield with him. Chargers sending 4. He throws a quick one to Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron gets into the end zone. Look at that. That is the touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So look at that. Big Ben drove him down 9 plays, 75 yards in less than 4 minutes to get a touchdown and make it a one-possession game. So what a great drive by the Steelers offense, but they cannot do it alone. They need the defense now to make a stand against the Chargers. So we're going to see. Both teams have all 3 timeouts here. We're here in the 4th quarter. You know, we got about 4 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. We're going to see. And so I asked 80s if they were going to score. 80 said no. Extra point is up, and it's good. So it's 34-27, a touchdown game. Will we possibly get overtime in this one, guys? Let me know your thoughts on that one. Is it a possibility we could get overtime here? 80 pulls a 180, and he says he meant to say yes, touchdown. Got to love 80. He'll do that in a heartbeat. Got to watch him. He will do that in a heartbeat. But yes, thanks to Big Ben capping off in the end zone there and the Steelers getting a touchdown. We have, once again, a one-possession game. Matter of fact, the Steelers have scored 17 of their 27 points here in the 4th quarter. So talk about a good time to have your best quarter. They say the 4th quarter is where games are won and lost. So we're going to see if the Steelers defense can step up here and help them at least extend this to maybe overtime or something like that and go from there. But, man, 4 minutes and 49 seconds, all 3 timeouts. If the Steelers can come out here and make a stop, things can get very interesting the rest of the way. But, of course, the Chargers, the way they've been running the ball, 22 carries, 162 yards on the ground, averaging 7.4 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns so far. Yeah, We'll see if the Steelers can stop that, but so far they have failed to do that, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do that right now. And even if they do stop the run, if the Chargers decide to pass the ball, Herbert is 26 to 34 for 290 yards through the air, so he's averaging 8.6 yards of completion, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in this one. Both quarterbacks today have been sacked just one time apiece, but Big Ben, 26 to 37, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Hey, that's good fantasy football type of numbers right there. Absolutely. Let's see. 80 says, I called OT 10 minutes ago. Hey, 80s, you technically did. I know you wasn't serious about it, but you did. So we're going to see. We're going to see. But one thing's for sure is that this game has been an exciting game. A lot of offense, a good amount of offense. And the Steelers, they're going to need to bring some defense here. They can bring their defense out. Look out. Look out. The defensive coordinator draws up something special to prevent both Eckler and Herbert from running. Let's see. 80 says, JB, speaking as a non-Pats fan, who was more messed up? The Falcons blowing that 28 lead, or the Seahawks passing on the goal or the goal yard instead of running? It's definitely the Falcons blowing that 28-point lead, because a 28-point lead, you don't give that up in the Super Bowl. You just don't give that up. I'm sorry, you just don't do it. There's a lot of things that has to go wrong to lose a game like that. So absolutely, that one was more so on the Falcons. For the Seahawks, they didn't want your boy Marshawn Lynch to be doing the press conference. That's what that came down to. Then they paid for that one dearly. Meanwhile, kickoff is on the way. All right, so let's see what the Chargers are going to do, guys. I mean, we've made it this far into the stream. If you're still watching and you have not already subscribed to the channel, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We do these play-by-plays regularly. The next one is going to be Monday Night Football, which will be the Giants versus Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. We'll see how they look in that one. Can the Buccaneers right the ship here? We'll find that out. It's going to be an important one. If the Buccaneers lose this one, we'll see how many people will jump ship after this one or not. We'll find out for real who the real Buccaneer fans are if they go out there and lose, but we'll see how things go out there and happen. Meanwhile, Herbert up under center. Play fake. There's pressure on Herbert. Herbert throws it. Oh, he overthrew Keenan Allen on that one. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. If you're the Steelers, that's what you want. Clock stops on that one, and then completion, 2nd and 10. You need to do that a couple more times. Mike Tomlin, he likes what he saw. Again, the Chargers are up 34-27. Here we are in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 here for the Chargers. The Steelers defense must come up big here. There comes a moment in every single game where you got to make a stand. This is that moment right here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, Herbert, they're going 5 wide. The Chargers, they're all in it to move the ball. Out of the shotgun, Herbert takes a snap. He throws it. The ball is tipped in the air. And it's picked off. That is absolutely crazy. The ball got tipped at least a good 50 feet in the air, and he picked it off. He picked it off. Wow, how about that? They say better late than never. And the defense showed up late to the party here, but they got the interception. Wow. What a big play. So now we're going to be looking at, oh, man, what a big play. Big time play. That ball got deflected way in the air and gave the defensive back enough time to locate the football, make a play on it. And number 20, he's been called a couple times for some key penalties. He had a penalty that gave the Chargers a chance to get another attempt at a field goal and stuff like that. So he's been on the wrong side of a couple penalties. But this time, he makes the play that comes through further. Now, he does look like he's a little banged up right now. We'll see how that is. But, man, what a play. And it all started with Cameron Haywood getting up there and batting the ball into the air. And then it was picked off by Sutton. So now all of a sudden, the Pittsburgh Steelers down by 7. Here they are at the Chargers' 11-yard line. 1st and 10. If they can get it into the end zone, guys, we will be all tied up pending the PAT. I'm surprised they didn't make that call there. There's a couple times that these guys have gotten hit for the Steelers, and they're not making these calls. But here we go, Big Ben, 5 wide, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Big Ben's looking. Big Ben throws it. Incomplete. He was going for Claypool. Overthrew him on that one. But there is a flag. There's going to be a flag. Okay, so unnecessary roughness. They called Joey Bosa. They got him. Joey Bosa, they got him. So there you go. So it's going to be unnecessary roughness on him. So right now you've got the Chargers leading 34-27 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just got the penalty. First and goal again. First and 5. 5 yards separate the Steelers from an opportunity to tie this one up. Let's see if they can get it in the end zone. They have to finish on this one. It's all about finishing. Here we go. First and goal. Big Ben in the shotgun. You've got 4 wide receivers. One running back. Big Ben going to take the snap. He's looking. He pump fakes. He tries to throw it in. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass in between 2 guys that had this man draped around him like curtains, and he tried to fit it in there. Not the best read I've seen all night by Big Ben, but luckily for them, it's just an incompletion. 2nd and 5 coming up here. So now is the time where I'm going to ask each and every one of you that's still watching who you got winning this one. Meanwhile, the Sports Blitz, what's going on with you? Good to see you here on the stream, man. I know it feels like it's been a minute. I know that Cam Newton, he looked good out there. Sorry you guys didn't win the game, but hey, Cam Newton looked good out there. So did Christian McCaffrey. You guys look like you're getting more healthy out there. And so good luck to you moving forward. Meanwhile, Big Ben takes a snap. He's going to throw it to the rookie tight end. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers. Excellent play call there. They pick up the 5-yard touchdown there. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And now it all comes down to the extra point to tie things up. What about that? What about that? The Pittsburgh Steelers, they've scored 23, about to be 24 points in the 4th quarter. Wow. How about that? Talk about playing your best football late when you need it the most. And so now let's wait for the extra point attempt. But, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. But, yeah, guys, make sure. Let's see, the extra point is up. And it's good. All right, so we're all tied up here late in the 4th quarter, 34-34. So now I ask all of you again, who do you think is going to win the game? Now that we're all tied up here, let me know again in the live chat. Let me know who you still got here. Do you still believe in Justin Herbert and the Chargers, or do you believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers here? Definitely let me know which team you got faith in. Will we be going to overtime in this one? Who knows? Definitely let me know what you think. And also, guys, my friend, the Sports Blitz here, I rely on him a lot when it comes to his rankings and stuff, where he projects each team is after each week. Somebody's got to dissect it and stuff, and he does a tremendous job of that. He also does a lot of weekly picks and stuff. I know that's where his passion is at. So definitely do make sure you guys check him out and subscribe to the Sports Blitz channel. Believe me, you will not regret it, guys. So definitely do check him out and subscribe to his channel. We both produce a lot of sports content, so definitely do help us both here as we try to get the Sports Blitz to over 1,000 subscribers as well. So help him out as well on his journey. But appreciate you for coming through the Sports Blitz. And so let's see. All right, so he's got the Chargers here. Still got the Chargers. Okay, bet. And he said, yeah, Cam looked good. Defense was atrocious today. And so, yeah, I did notice that. I was surprised to see the Washington football team go out there and win back-to-back against the teams that they're winning against. But, hey, I mean, sometimes you just get it done. All right, so 80 says he still got them Chargers. Okay, he still got them Chargers. And 80 says, I called OT. I told you, JB, don't count anymore out. And so you never count anybody out. Absolutely never. Never. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. For the Chargers at their own 25-yard line. Justin Herbert takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And it is dropped. It is dropped. I mean, that drop right there. It looked like it felt like somebody just dropping all the food on Thanksgiving. It felt like the same thing, seeing this man drop that plate, right? It felt like he dropped the plate of food, watching him drop that football. The ball was all on him. No defender near him. He just could not bring it in. It doesn't get more open than that. I've seen Jared Cook drop another one earlier. Got to hold on to the ball. Got to, but here you go. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the top of the formation, tight end towards the bottom. Herbert takes a snap. Steelers player, they got him for the sack. I saw somebody use the right Freeney signature spin on that move and get off the right tackle and get there for the sack. Now, he's going to have to share the sack on that one, but what a good job there. So now 3rd down in the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They're fired up. They're feeling it. It's 3rd and 14. Does the Chargers have what it takes to get another 1st down here, or will the Steelers come through once again on back-to-back drives? Let's find out. But right now, we're going to have to wait because the Steelers call their first timeout. That's how important this is right here. They want to call the timeout and make sure they got the right play call. They got to make sure they have somebody, a spy, watching Justin Herbert because he's been killing them on the ground when he scrambles and stuff like that. So you got to watch out for him. Keenan Allen, he's been pretty big in this one already. He's got 9 receptions, 112 yards as well. Got to know where he is right now. But guys, things are getting crazy. And so fantasy football, what's going on with you, man? Glad to have you here. And you say, hey, JB, sorry I couldn't make it earlier. I scored 180. You scored 180 points in your fantasy team this week and won. Hey, that is so hey, Jonathan Taylor, he will come through for you, won't he? And so he made you a very happy fantasy owner. That is absolutely amazing. I'm glad that one of us had great luck with our fantasy team. Meanwhile, Justin Herbert, he throws it. And it's caught this time by Jared Cook. Look at Cook. Okay, he pulls his little Air Jordan move right there. Takes it all the way. He's 1 yard shy, though, of the first. So it's going to be 4th down from their own 34-yard line. What a game this is. So many important factors that's come into this one. I mean, if you looked at the early parts of the game, you would not have thought that we'd be at this point right now where we're all tied up 34 apiece, but never count out the Pittsburgh Steelers in the game. Don't do it. Don't do it. And so let's see. Of course, the Sports Blitz, of course. Of course. Yeah, guys, definitely check him out. There you go, Herbert. They're going for it on 4th and inches. They hand it to Austin Eckler. And the Steelers defense, they made the stop. They made the stop. This is crazy. He gained nothing on the play. So Pittsburgh defense, they had gave up 162 yards all game long. But now, thanks to the stop right there, the momentum is definitely shifted to the Pittsburgh Steelers now. Wow, this is crazy. They've got 3 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And so Austin Eckler was unable to get the first. And so now Big Ben and company, they're in great field position. All they need is to continue to move the ball now, run some clock, and try to score, take the lead, and make sure you don't leave anything left for the Chargers. Now, if you're the Chargers, you got all 3 timeouts. You still got 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. So odds are you're still going to have enough time to try to go down there. But you really want to hold them to a field goal as opposed to a touchdown. That could be a really big difference. Big Ben in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 running back in the backfield, 1 tight end. Chargers look like they're going to send 4 in the play. Let's see if they do. They do send 4. Big Ben throws it, and it is incomplete. A little behind Claypool and a little high. It's going to be incomplete. He tried to throw it to the short right side of the field. Did not work out. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Steelers. Look at that for the Steelers. All time, they're 0 and 230 when trailing by 17 or more in the 4th quarter. But yet in this 4th quarter, they've already scored 24 points in the 4th quarter. Never say never. So here we go, 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Let's see, 1 running back. Out of the shotgun, 4 guys on the line for the Chargers here. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4th quarter, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Big Ben takes the snap. They're all tied up 34 apiece. He throws it to Washington, and Washington takes it. He picks up a good 7 yards on the completion there, gets out of bounds. So here we are, 4th quarter, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Again, we're all tied up, 34-34. Again, the Steelers, they scored 24 of their 34 points here in the 4th quarter. And the way that they've done it, they blocked the punt. They picked off the ball at about the 11-yard line, and then they were able to cap off some scores here. Big Ben drove it in 75 yards one time in this quarter. They've done every way possible, and now they have a chance to try to take the lead here late in the game. They've got 3 receivers. They've got 1 tight end. Meanwhile, for the defense, 5 defensive backs on the play. Let's see how this is going to match up. But Big Ben calls a timeout. The veteran that he is, call the timeout. Make sure you call the play that you need to get the first down. Both teams have to make sure that they call the correct call. If you're the Chargers, you want to try to, if they do pass the ball, you want to try to get a sack. You know, if you can't get a turnover, you want to move them back here and try to make life difficult for the kicker. That's what you want to try to force some type of field goal attempt. Let's see, 80 cents of Sports Blitz. For you, JB, I would check out the channel. Okay, bet. Yeah, much appreciated. And so let's see. Charles White, Buccaneers, thank you so much for coming through, buddy. And you say no. Okay, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. I know that this game is a game of emotions right now, all tied up, 34 apiece. I mean, looking at what Big Ben has done so far. 28 of 41, 273 yards through the air, 3 passing touchdowns. I wonder how many people started Big Ben in their fantasy football league for this game. If you're one of the few people that did, then hey, kudos to you. It's paying off for you. And then for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 27 to 38. He's got 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Let's see. Play fake. Big Ben's looking. He throws it while Joey Bosa got to him. It's going to be incomplete. Johnson is angry about that, as he should be. That is defensive pass interference there. And so another first down to move the ball for the Pittsburgh Steelers here. So, wow. Again, the penalty is down. I'm assuming it's going to be defensive pass interference, but we'll wait to see officially what the referees say. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So they said the ball was not catchable, so therefore they're going to pick up the penalty. So scratch that. No call for defensive pass interference there. So that's going to be a 4th down. That is huge. They chose to pick up the flags on that one. That is absolutely huge. And that's a big break right there if you're the Chargers. All right, so here we go. Chris Boswell, he's 2 of 2 so far. 45-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he's going to make it. Again, 4th quarter, 3 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock. Kick is up for the Steelers. Will he give them the lead? And it is good. It is good. So Pittsburgh has stormed all the way back, scoring 27 of their 37 points here in the 4th quarter. And they are up by 3 points, 37 to 34, with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. It's going to be on a young Justin Herbert and company to go back out there and see if they can retake the lead or tie things up. They're going to have 3 minutes, 24 seconds, 3 timeouts, so plenty of time for the Chargers here. They did a tremendous job early in this game moving the ball, but they have watched the Steelers score again. So let's see if the Chargers have what it takes to get their own score here and either tie it up or take the lead, or if this Pittsburgh defense, now that they've arrived, will they start showing out? We're going to find that out when they come back from the commercial. Let's see. All right, so you've got 37-34. All right, bet. Appreciate you. And thank you so much once again for joining the stream. Glad that you're here. All right, you say you changed it to 41 to 37. Okay, bet. Okay. And so, yeah, let's see. All right, so the Steelers are going to kick things off here. All right, so, yeah, we're going to have 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Chargers in this one. This game has been a game. Bring your own offense to this one. If you got an offense, bring them out there in the field. They might just score as well, guys, because I'm telling you, everybody's getting in the end zone here. Everybody's throwing touchdowns. Everybody's running the ball. Justin Herbert, I mean, he's been going crazy out there, and he's got on the ground, scrambling alone, 6 carries, 93 yards on the ground, in addition to 27 to 38 for 312 yards through the air and 2 passing touchdowns and 1 interception. You know what? And here he goes, 1st and 10 out of the shotgun, 5 wide. He's looking, and he throws it to the tight end there. He almost got sacked, but he found a guy at the last second to dump it down to and get 5 yards on the play. Good job by Justin Herbert there. So they've got plenty of time there. And in a game like this where both teams are starting to score left and right, you want to make sure you're the last team that scores. That's what you want to make sure. But what a game we've got. Talk about a change of events is correct, Jay and the Bay. This is insane. Herbert takes a snap out the shotgun. He's going to throw it to Eckler. Eckler, he's going. Can Bush bring him down? Devin Bush brings him down, but not until he gets 17 yards on the reception and takes it all the way to the Chargers' 47-yard line. And we're here in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Again, we got the 2-minute warning. Chargers have all 3 timeouts. Steelers have 1 timeout. Steelers lead this one 37-34, but the Chargers are moving the football right now. Again, that's a pretty good matchup when you've got Bush versus Eckler. That's a good matchup. Now let's see Herbert in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Steelers send 5. He throws. It's caught by Mike Williams. It's going to be a foot race. The 20, the 10, the 5. Justin Herbert has scored a touchdown, and he may have won me my fantasy football league as well in the process. But wow, what a touchdown. 53 yards. 3 plays, a total of 75 yards, just a minute and 15 seconds off the clock. And wow, the Chargers regained the lead here in the 4th with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. The connection, Herbert to Williams, it's been a minute since we've seen that deep pass, but early in the season, it was there, and now they've returned to it. And man, was he open. I need to see a replay. Who was supposed to be guarding him? Because my man was so open, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I thought the man ran off the sideline. He was so wide open, nobody was on him. Let's see, kickoff on the way. Extra point on the way, and it's good. So look at that. Chargers score 41 points. Steelers have 37. So here we go. Wow, what a game this has been. But you know what, guys? I know the Steelers only have one timeout, but they still have 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock to work with. And you still have the 2-minute warning as well to work with if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you still got plenty of time. Only difference is now you can't settle for a field goal. You got to make sure it's a touchdown. But Big Ben, he's no stranger to touchdown. He's 28 of 42, 273 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns already tonight and no interceptions. Who would have known that Big Ben was going to pull his best Aaron Rodgers impersonation tonight? And it's working. It is working. But he's going to need another touchdown probably if they're going to win this one, because Najee Harris did get banged up earlier in this one. I don't know the official word on him, but I know he got banged up earlier in this one. And so, yeah, Big Ben is going to be on his shoulders, it seems like, to try to bring the Steelers and score one more time. But, hey, they've got 37 points, 27 in the fourth. Can they get 34 or 33 or something like that? We'll find out, guys. We will find out here. Chargers about to kick things off here, and we'll see where the Steelers are going to start off with the football this time. Kickoff's on the way. All right, so there's going to be no return. So here we go. Big Ben and company. The Chargers have the lead 41-37. We're here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. Big Ben, he's as poised as can be. He has tons of experience when it comes to leading comeback drives. He has plenty of time. He's ran the 2-minute offense so many times. He's got one timeout in his back pocket. He's got the 2-minute warning as well. He's got 37 points, and he needs to score a touchdown here for his team to have a chance to win. Let's see if he can do it. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their defense caused them trouble early on in this game. Let's see if they can resort back to it. Joey Bosa and company, they're going to want to get back to him. But let's see, 5 wide here for Big Ben. No backs in the backfield for him, so it's going to be 5 wide. Big Ben takes the snap. Chargers sending forward. Big Ben, he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Big Ben got brought down, and he's sacked. That's his second time in the game that he's been sacked. So that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He lost 8 yards in the sack here. So now coming back from the 2-minute warning, it's going to be 2nd and 18 from their own 17-yard line. That is big. That means they're going to need to at some point probably get a big play on this one. But that sack really did hurt right there. Luckily for them, they had the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. And so, yeah, I know where you're going with this one, Charles. And so let's see. 80 says, great game at least. I know, right? I feel like it's been a minute over the last couple of games, but excited for this one. I'm all pumped up for this one. And so let's see. Charles says no. And so there you go. Absolutely. And again, right now, the Chargers lead this one 41-37. We're at the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. It's a good day if you started either of these quarterbacks in your fantasy league. I know it's a great day for me. There you go. 80s is saying this is going to OT. In order for it to go to OT, Big Ben may have to hit a deep bomb, and then we'll have to get Justin Herbert to probably get a field goal or something like that for it to go to OT. But, hey, nothing's impossible. We're seeing the impossible become routine right now. But let's see. For the Pittsburgh Steelers here, after giving up that sack, and it was, 2nd and 18 now. 2 minutes to go. Out of the shotgun. Steelers have one timeout remaining. They're going to need to make some big plays here. Here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Big Ben takes a snap. The Chargers generating pressure. Joey Bosa got him in the backfield for another sack. He lost about 11 yards this time on the sack. My goodness. Back-to-back sack. The Steelers, they're moving the football, but in the wrong direction. Someone needs to redirect them. They're going the wrong way here. Here we go, 3rd down, 3rd in eternity, man. 29 yards from their own 6-yard line. This is crazy, man. Of all the ways that the game has been going so far, this is tough. But can Big Ben pull out some type of miracle here? This would be absolutely insane if he did. They have 1:25 left to go. The clock is still running. Out of the shotgun, Big Ben takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to throw the ball. And he threw it behind his receiver there, Dante Johnson. That's going to stop the clock. But, man, 4th and 29, they've got no choice here but to try to at least go for it here. But this is insane. Let's see, 80 says, bring your own offense. There you go. And so let's see, 80 says, oh my gosh, this is a shootout. And so, yeah, it was a shootout here. But, man, what a way for the Chargers defensive line, they're stepping up at the best possible time for the Chargers. They've been close all night, and they've been penalized a couple times for it. There's been some holding calls, stuff like that. But, hey, now they're getting there in the backfield. Big Ben has been sacked 3 times in this game, 2 of which just came back-to-back. Here we go, 4th and 29. Okay, look at that. Another penalty here. That's going to be a later game. So that's going to back them up even more. So now we're looking at 4th and 32, man. 4th and 32. This is going to take a lot for the Steelers to convert on this one. But let's see if Big Ben has any magic left in this one, because this is a big game in the AFC. The Steelers do not want to fall to 5-4-1 right now. You just don't want to do it. Big Ben takes a snap. He throws it. Oh, man, behind the receiver. That's a wrap. That is it. That is it. That's incomplete. What a game this was. The Steelers came swarming back. They came fighting back. But ultimately, the defense gave up 41 points. It's hard to come back from something like that for a team. Big Ben, he played outstanding today. I know towards the last drive, you want to see something different there. But, hey, he played fantastic in this one. Absolutely. Hats off to both of these teams right here. If you're the Steelers, you've got nothing to hang your head down for. You played a good game on the road here. Tough loss right here. But, hey, we know right now in the AFC things are extremely tight right now. Just got to get ready for next week. Got a lot of key division games coming up. Got to hold your head. Now, as for the Chargers, it's got to feel good to be back in the win category and go out there to see your offense live up to its potential. That's got to feel good. Justin Herbert took the knee on that one. Steelers are going to call a timeout here, but yeah, we're going to see a couple more knees and stuff. The Steelers have no more timeouts remaining, by the way, and they're already here 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line, and so we'll probably see another knee right here coming up for Justin Herbert and company. All right, here we go. Yep, another knee right here for Justin Herbert. So what a game for the Chargers here. They got the W, guys. Wow. What are your guys' thoughts on the game here? This was absolutely fantastic. I'll go ahead and go through the stats here while they continue to run out the rest of the clock here. But my goodness, Big Ben, I'll start with the Steelers first. 28 of 44, 273 yards through the air, 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked 3 times in this one. And then on the ground for the Steelers, Najee Harris, he had 12 carries, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. He left after taking a hit to the head. The referees did not call a penalty on that, but I expect the NFL to send a fine his way for that hit right there. But, man, this was one heck of a performance here. That is Sunday Night Football at its finest. 2 great teams here that I'm expecting to see both of these teams in the playoffs when it's all said and done. But, yeah, big win here for the Chargers. And for the Steelers, you just got to get ready for next time. Improve upon the defense there. Continue to get better in that category. But Big Ben had a great performance there. I hope Najee Harris is okay. I know you guys can be monitoring about him. If I hear something about him, whether it be tomorrow or Tuesday or something like that, I'll definitely do my best to make sure I get the video up there for you guys. Remember, the next stream is going to be tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, the Giants and Buccaneers. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel for sure and have your notification bells turned on, guys. But, man, what a crazy game this was. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 30 of 41. He finishes with 382 yards through the air, averaged 9.3 yards completion, 3 passing touchdowns to 1 interception, sacked twice. He even carried the ball 9 times for 90 yards. And, man, they included those kneel downs as well. But, man, what a performance. Justin Herbert played lights out. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdowns, 11 carries, 50 yards. They played great. I was very happy for my fantasy football team's sake to see the return of Mike Williams. Keenan Allen, he balled out there as well. Keenan Allen had 9 receptions, 112 yards in that one. Mike Williams, 5 receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown. So, yeah, great performance there for the Chargers. As for the Steelers, they played pretty good as well. Dante Johnson, 7 receptions, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Those are Dante Johnson type of numbers right there. You can expect that routinely. Chase Claypool, he had 5 receptions, 93 yards as well, averaged 18.6 yards a catch as well. His longest catch of the night was 37 yards. And so, but, man, this has been Absolutely. Let's see. 80 says, great game. Thanks for doing the stream. Hey, I appreciate you, 80s. I do appreciate you. Absolutely. And so, Jay in the Bay, thank you so much, man, for the super sticker, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And, hey, your 49ers, they really did good out there, man. They're doing great things out there. Best of luck the rest of the way. I want to see the 49ers still make the playoffs. I want to see the Eagles make the playoffs, man. I want to see your teams do good out there. But I appreciate you guys and all the support. You say character holding their head is there in their hand saying incredible. And so absolutely, man. Absolutely appreciate you. Appreciate you. And so let's see. Crazy back and forth game. Hey, this was one heck of a game. I really enjoyed this stream a lot, guys. Like I really, really enjoyed this stream a lot. Looking forward to seeing the Giants versus Tom Brady and the Buccaneers tomorrow, though. See if the Buccaneers can get back in the win category or if they'll keep this losing streak continuing and add to what's already been an unpredictable type of year. 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, but thank each and every one of you guys for coming out. Really appreciate you guys so much and all the support and just being a part of the stream. Hope to see you guys again next time. And, hey, amazing things happen when we all come together here and we watch these games together. It's always so much fun. So thank you guys so much. You guys take care and make sure you guys have a great start to your week this upcoming week. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, so if I don't see you guys again, I'll be streaming. But if you guys can't make it, anybody, definitely make sure you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Again, I'll be here Monday, and I'll also be here streaming for Thanksgiving when the Saints play the Bills. I'll be sure to have that stuff set up sometime Thursday so you guys can see the remainder of my streams, from Thursday and beyond. But thank you guys again. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, but you guys take care. Have a great night and have a great week as well.